delivering the best.
Your choice for today's hottest hits and yesterday's favorites. Good music, good times.
GMGT, big, 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 where the culture lives. Big, big, vibes big, big, big. GMGT, oh, it is what it is. Smartin'.
Boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous, and right now you're listening to good music, good times. Good music, good times. Where culture lives. Somebody say, "Abo."
Every time you turn and you twist up inside, you feel up my heart and you feel up my pride. You have my head feeling like an upside down. You have my body hurting all around. Pour your creative juices over me. Mash down my walls and set me free. When you touch my bubble, you touch my soul. There's not another you in this whole wide world. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Some people say that I'm a diabetic, but this is only one life to live, so I'ma live it. So don't throw no words that knock on my door, cause never have I felt this way before. Women always stop to say I'm obsessed. Men always tell me that I'm truly blessed. I tell them that I love everything that's nice. Sugar cane, lollipop, pineapple and spice. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. You want me to turn around.
Just do it.
You want me to fall on the ground.
Just do it.
You want me to back so.
Just do it.
You want me to give you some more.
Just do it.
You want me to.
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 Just do it.
Let's stand Paul with the New York connection. Sister Natalie with the art foundation. Me and the rise and you are the stew. Do a bit together with a drink come true. If you don't have no foot, then you can't wear no shoe. Weakness or sweetness, that is me and you. And this is a to and I'm telling you that you want this sweetness is a natural fact.
Watch how me boom boom roll and tumble. Watch how me belly just reel and bubble. Watch how me hips just start to whine. If you control speed, call me anytime. If me two knee just shake and tremble. If me backbone go cracks and tingle. If you see me laugh but I feel in pain, do it again and again and again. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Never should you stop it, stop it, stop it. Give me cause I want it, want it, want it. No matter how I try to fake it. I just love it. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. To turn around.
Just do it.
You want me to fall on the ground.
Just do it.
You want me to back so.
Just do it.
You want me to give you some more.
Just do it.
You want me to.
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 Just do it.
I watch how you watch it when I pop that one in a two. I'm coming up at that one in a two. People I don't want to put a two. Love and love is me and you. Y'all up on the rhythm and you might give this a charge. Y'all come tell me just what you want.
And so sweet and so nice and soft. All of the girls them know. I wanna see the hands them. All of the ice cream woman me say put up on one. All of the girls them know. All of the ice cream woman me say put up on one. Love you all. This is coalition and we are Once again, it comes a brand new flavor. Woy. Girls Coalition, love you forever. Woy. Strawberry ripple, chocolate and vanilla. Y'all, you have the flavor. Again, once again, it comes a brand new flavor. Woy. Girls Coalition, love you forever. Woy. Strawberry ripple, chocolate and vanilla. Y'all, you have the flavor. Ice cream, all of she body man me caress. Soft and sweet tenderness. She put a little on me chest. Yes, yes. Ice cream, all of she body man me caress. Soft and sweet tenderness. She put a little on me chest. Yes, yes. The ice cream truck inside the area. All of the bands you better move over. No room inside this your freezer. Love you all. But some ice cream, oh yes, I'm craving. The sweetness for sweetness is everlasting. Oh girl, your body is calling. It is calling me. Ice cream, it have to control me. Chocolate, please help me. Say this, you want it, have to run up the party. Everybody say I mean, the girl so soft and sweet like ice cream. With the chocolate chips in between. Just like something from a tummy dream. Oh, ice cream. I mean, the girl so soft and sweet like ice cream. With the chocolate chips in between. Just like something from a tummy dream. Oh, ice cream. Yeah, love you all. Coalition to the crowd and ball. Who tell the girls them now? Here we say. So when your girl look good and she step on the scene, we ball out. Ice cream. Y'all, you run things and there is no in between. But we tell them. Ice cream. This is Coalition. Respect to all of the queen. But we ball out. Ice cream. Y'all, and in the air if you know you're on the scene. We love you now. Let me sing. And in the air because you know that you're nice. Sweet like sugar, girl, you have the eyes. Screaming on your body and the man entice. You're so nice. Again, me sing. And in the air because you know that you're nice. Sweet like sugar, girl, you have the eyes. Screaming on your body and the man entice. You're so nice. Girl, so soft and sweet like ice cream. With the chocolate chips in between. Just like something from a tummy dream. Oh, ice cream.
Yesterday's hits, today's hits, tomorrow's hits. Good music, good times. All hits, all day, all night.
Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying, yo. This is Skinny Fabulous, and right now you're listening to good music, good time. Good music, good time. Culture Lives. Somebody say, ah, whoa.
Man, stop act like madman, man. Mama start to cry. She's under the mortuaries now. I hear it have a way. Buy a house. Say what's going on. Things upside down. Like TNT. Yeah. Turn knock on tongue. It's have a rumor for it. And that's going wrong. Saying no man will go home again. Why? Cause gunmen gone astray. Benjamin say, there's too much killing going on. Gunmen gone astray. Yeah, hold the faith now. This is what the Benjamin say. There's too much killing going on. Gunmen gone astray. Them gunmen gone astray. Them gunmen gone astray. It's the family garden, alongside Mozart. It's a rescue for people who have to start.
Yeah, oh yeah. Poor people are crying.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Poor people are crying.
There's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up. Turn up the music.
Well, too long now them have the people are suffer. Too long them have like garbage in a gutter. Too long them sit down in them office and out and we still a eat dry bread. Can't get no butter. Too long now we not see no they pay. Too long the basket in the kitchen and taste. Too long we use them out the street hungry. Can't see no food and no money won't say. Oh na 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 na. Oh people are crying.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up. Turn up the music. Can't afford to pay the school fee. Say we drop out of school, yeah. No work, no day, belly empty. Can't see a 10 or a 20. Mama don't have no food in her kitchen. Can't buy rice, well don't talk no chicken. Seems like the back can't stop go bunking. Can't get no flour, fi go make fried dumpling. No one hears, we hungry cry. And no one shares, for them piece of pie. And no one cares when poor people die. And no one dares, say matter can run, she telling nice no. Oh no, poor people are crying.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up.
Roll me down, yeah, oh yeah. Poor people are crying.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up. Turn up the music. Some people so poor, can't buy a door. Throw them up out of my front gate. And they don't know how they paying for the hospital bill when the father go to fix up the prostate. Poor people have it real bad. And if you're in that scene where you're short or get frustrated, everything that you do for a plus, no matter what you do, it end up a minus rate. Low family so ill, can't buy a pill. Choose little one, can get eyes to chill. Can't make no money from your trade man skill. Everything you do, it just draw you to nil. Can't buy a shirt, can't buy a jeans, can't buy the rice, can't buy the beans, can't buy nothing to fix up your queen. You don't know what I mean. Hey.
Oh na 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 na. Poor people are crying.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up. Turn up the music.
Oh na na. Poor people are crying.
When there's someone on name poor people song, we say turn it up. Turn up the
They don't know what it feels like or what it seems like. Don't eat no food from morning. Don't know how to
good morning, morning. Whoa, yeah. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Mixcloud. Molly, Bacha, the whole crew. Yeah, Alma, I love you. I say I love you. Yeah. Kisses to you too. Kisses to you too. Kisses to all of you ladies on the Mixcloud. Fellas, come on, fellas. No. Good morning.
I don't want to mess it up. My chords, I haven't done my exercises as yet.
Nike.
I haven't done my exercises yet.
Nah, man, I trust that you could just shoot just like that, man.
Yeah,
man, you have it like that, man. I hear you get on Friday, Wednesday. Oh, yeah. You see,
Good morning, Molly. Good morning, Berthel. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, people. It's the morning show.
Yeah,
wake up with us.
Yeah,
wake up with us. Wake up with us.
Yeah.
Wake up with us.
Yeah.
Wake up with us. Wake up with us. Wake up with us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that combination, eh, boy?
Yeah.
We had to take that in studio, boy.
Yeah. Wicked.
We had to take that in studio. What if I
find. Good morning to the people that have made the switch to
Mixcloud. Wow.
Mixcloud
already.
Y'all make the switch and y'all not going back.
They ain't playing that.
I love it.
They ain't playing that. The only shame is I wish I could see who's on Mixcloud even if they don't comment. At least, acknowledge.
Shut them out.
Yeah, the same way, you know what I mean? But people yet to get acknowledged, just say good morning, I'll say it back to you. We'll say it back to you.
We ain't rude around.
Yeah. Say good morning. Say good morning once you're on.
We'll say it back.
Yeah.
So. Shout out to Trish. Big up to Keisha. That's people on Facebook right now. Big up to Ashman. Steffi News is somebody who's new to the fan base, and she is very, very, very supportive.
Wow.
Yeah, she supports all shows.
Yes.
She's very interactive.
Nice.
You know. So Steffi, good morning. She's from Panama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Steffi.
She's very plugged into the culture. She love her soca, love her dancehall. So Steffi, good morning, darling.
Yes, it's where the culture lives. GMGT.
Good morning, Althea. Yeah.
Wow.
Good morning.
Yeah, all I miss more. I miss y'all. I miss the show.
Yeah, I didn't miss you. I was like, good riddance.
Oh God, I know you didn't miss me.
Yeah, I didn't miss you one bit.
Well, your backside.
Not my backside. Your backside.
Imagine I wake up Wednesday morning and here I go and get colonoscopy. I say, boy, Karen do easy. Karen does, Karen no easy, you know.
What's good?
Yeah. But anyways, like, let me
didn't probe you too much.
Nah. Good man, good.
Steffi said you were missed. Boy.
Thank you, Steffi. Yeah. Thank you. But what it is, I mean, I came down with a little flu.
Yeah.
And you don't know our regular flu, we can't just take a cold for a cold.
Right.
So I say, you know what? I'm gonna
inform you.
The team. Yeah, the team. One, you know what I mean? Make sure everybody's good. And because I know, I thought it was a regular cold to begin with. But in these
better
times,
safe than sorry.
Yes. But the interesting thing is that I went to that.
You went down. Okay, all right. This is where the story's going. It's kind of early, but it's kind of early. It's kind of early.
Yes, I went to that. I went to get tested for the COVID, right? And that test ain't fun.
I want to go get tested for the antibodies, but the depth I see they pushing this thing down in your nose.
No, the antibodies they do it with
they do with blood.
They do with blood.
Oh, they check for that.
But the COVID is through that. That thing went in there.
Yeah.
It was so fast she did it.
Yeah.
But it felt like it was there for like. I stayed there and she said I'm done. I said sure.
Yeah.
I felt like it was up in your brains, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry to make people scared about it, but
I've seen people take the test.
Ooh, it's a quick sting, but it lasted. Like it feels like it was. I've
seen some of the reactions from people taking the test.
So it's no fun, people. Keep safe. You don't wanna have to go through that test. I'm just saying that to tell people that better safe than sorry. Keep doing what y'all doing if y'all haven't been there, you know.
Nurse Celestine was quick to correct us.
Tell us.
She's like, the antibody test is blood.
Yes.
So thank you, Nurse Celestine.
Yes.
Big up to Paris.
Yes.
Yeah, Paris is the health professional on the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
and they didn't at the time. Something was wrong with that for that quick for the rapid test. So I couldn't get it right away. Right. That was a problem. Now you know.
So that's why you have to take the second colonoscopy. Right?
well, you can call that. You can call what they do in my nose. You know.
Okay. Look, there are so many Steffies, man. Good morning, Stephanie Mowbray. Stephanie, where are you representing for? Because I think I had seen a Stephanie from the Bahamas or one of these countries on the other day. So good morning, Stephanie. And good morning, Nico. Nico is soca lover.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we know Molly's also a soca lover.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
When we start off with soca, no Molly will be. She ain't going nowhere.
She engaged.
Yeah.
She's here for the long ride.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I do love that. As a soca artist myself, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know that people could be so hard into the culture of soca. Yeah. So
big up to Verda. I just saw Verda just checked in. So you know. Good morning to everybody. Stephanie's representing for the USA. All right, nice.
Big up your whole self.
Welcome, darling.
Yes,
welcome.
Yes.
Yes. It's gonna be a lot of testosterone on set this morning. Priscilla took a day off today. I'm not gonna make up anything for Priscilla today, like I made up for Kurt. Right? Priscilla took a day off today. She had a event yesterday, so you know, we here as a team and we're gonna hold it down for her.
Yes. But I'm gonna let you know, I love that show Friday. Like,
you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed Priscilla.
Yeah. Priscilla, you were awesome Friday. Yeah. That guest Storm.
Yes, Storm is amazing.
Yes, Consuela. Yeah. And you were kind of
I try. I try.
How about Boris? How going on, Boris?
Boris is actually working. Boris is putting in work.
Yeah.
He was here a couple times over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because like I became Boris's base.
No, for the hookah clean up and
his drop off. Hey Kareem, hold this for me. I'm gonna pick it up Monday. Yeah. So instead of him having to go all the way back to where he keeps his stuff, I became the middleman.
Right. Big up boy. Boris is like the hardest working outside of GMGT. He's putting in some work.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. And to take in all that, consume all that alcohol during that time. It's like the boy function better with the rum.
That's a long conversation.
But big up Boris wherever he did to the scene.
Yeah. Let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
To the people on Facebook, right? Why do you stay on Facebook? Right? I understand the social aspect of it, but the experience on Mixcloud is so much smoother. Like you don't have to worry about restarting or Mixcloud do have some some challenges. They're pretty new. Right? So obviously they have a lot of things they're gonna work out eventually, but once you on there and you start viewing the stream, the audio quality is better, the video quality is better, and you just don't have to worry about, bumping off and going there. So we want to know. Oh, Steffi say form of habit. Steffi love Facebook.
Yeah.
Sometimes like everybody over in Mixcloud and you have like 3 people on Facebook.
Steffi's
one of them. Yeah, she's locked into her Facebook.
So Steffi, you ain't changing easy. So that means when you have a man, that man you're good.
Paris says she don't like Mixcloud and Mixcloud do like her. So I've been getting some feedback like when the show is on, people having problems finding the stream. So I just want to let y'all know I'm asking for the feedback because I have a conference call with Mixcloud actually this week. And those are some of the things I'm going to bring up to them. They're very receptive to creators.
Right.
Yeah. So they reach out, they take feedback, they make changes, you know. And some of the changes that some of the creators have requested has already been done. So the more you guys tell me, hey, Mixcloud is not for me, and this is why. Is the more things I can kind of bring to them. So that's that's one of the reasons. But the audio quality on Mixcloud is amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing, your brother.
Amazing. So I usually don't stream through my car on Facebook, but I do it on Mixcloud.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. But
sometimes when I'm in my car, I go straight to the audio feed versus Facebook. But now with Mixcloud, I don't even have to switch. It's
just the same as just listening to the regular audio alone by itself.
So, work with us, guys.
I know they're saying, like, especially she said, my wife said she just looking at the chat room in Facebook is more fun.
Yes. It does.
Look. Replying to one another and
it's more social.
So people have their own show within the the show. They have their own thing going on, and it's just so if Mixcloud can get these little things, stuff like that, I think. But I think that's later on. I mean, it's gonna come.
Yeah, because their video platform is only 6 months old.
Yeah.
It's only 6 months old.
Yeah, it's gonna come. I feel so.
What I was about to say something and I lost the train of thought. We could figure it out. We'll get back there.
Yeah. Well, I wanna big up too. I wanna big up anybody in the Caribbean with kids that did common and not Cape or whatever they call it now. Not CXC or before it used to be CXC GCE. For me at the time. So what is the name of it now? It's Cape?
No. Cape is Common Entrance.
No, not Common Entrance. CXC.
Okay.
CXC.
Right.
Yeah, but there's something else. There's another name for it. Anybody?
Really?
Yeah. They have a whole
new name?
Yeah. Okay. Not just CXC too. Yeah. So big up all the kids that did.
I know, successful.
Yes. Yeah. And the same way I want to big up those who feel like, because
this is the end of it, right?
Yeah.
I ain't get my subjects.
No. That it's a good accomplishment. Great. I'm not diminishing it, but it's. I mean, if, as I say, remember, if you say we had to go back right now, a lot of decisions, even getting that I got 8 subjects and really 8 subjects that ain't really doing nothing for me in that sense. Right. No, but thankful for the experience. You understand? But at the same time, so don't feel like that's the end of it. You get 2 or you get 3 or whatever the case may be.
Some of my friends that typically Shaper and those schools is not supposed to be the smart school.
Right.
Like I have 2 friends that went to Shaper, didn't do a lot of subjects.
Right.
And these 2 guys are 2 of the most successful guys that I know right now. Like working for big companies, making big money.
Yes.
And so it really isn't about where you start. You just have to, just understand that at the end of your secondary school education, there is enough time for you to pivot to do different things, and a number of subjects is it's great to say you have 15, and kudos to the kids that sat that many and was successful, but to the people that didn't wasn't as successful as they think, don't feel stereotyped as the unsmart kid or whatever the case is. Just understand that there is still a lot of road ahead of you. To improve and do different things, and just keep it going.
I know, trust me. I have this guy Kerry Vella, and he made such a great post about that. I wish I could find it and really read it. It was not a long post, but it was he ran this party. He was one of the new parties.
Okay.
Kerry from Karakou.
I think I'm following Kerry on Facebook.
Kerry, right. And he made one of the best posts I see on that.
Okay.
You're
trying to find it now?
Yeah, trying to find it. And but it goes.
So good morning to everybody once again.
Morning, Priscilla. I mean, Consuela. See Priscilla. Lord.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
I turn Neva. No, is Neva who does mess up names? Bad.
Yeah.
Which mic you on? Okay.
Oh, what a big mosquito. I was trying to kill it.
Yeah.
That's a jumbo one.
Yeah.
I missed it? Damn. that was horrible.
Yeah, so.
That was horrible. So don't forget, guys, if you're on video right now and you need to log off, we have the audio link, GMGT.LIVE. It's pretty nice over there. The audio is amazing.
Can I just read it out quick?
Yeah.
Well, Priscilla, Consuela, keep saying Priscilla. Sorry.
What is up with this guy
Sorry.
this morning?
You know what? I'll call you your real name. Yeah, I'll call you your real name. Yeah, pull up. So, yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So he said, congratulations. Kerry said, congratulations to all who passed the CSEC. No, that's what it is,
That's
right?
what it's called. Mm-hmm.
If you only got a few, don't watch that. I think I only got 4 on my first attempt. And then I took 2 more subjects. Even with my 6 subjects, Columbia University accepted me in their engineering program, a school with a 5% acceptance rate. And now I am a few months away from earning 1 of 3 doctorates. My advice, do not count CSEC subjects. Instead, focus on your learning needs and seek out the best environment to help you enhance your intelligence. Further, do not listen to people who say college does not worth the cost. They have no clue what they're talking about. That part, they have no clue about higher education economics. In a sense, college is like trying to find God. It is a personal journey, and no 2 people will have the same experience. It is not something you can buy or sell like stocks, but the friendships and other consumptive benefits you gain from attending are priceless. Go forth and be awesome.
Nice.
So I like that, that. Encouraging to those. So big up all the people who have kids. I know we have viewers who,
You know what? As we hear, I want to do this because this instrumental that we listening to, I want to play one of the songs on it real quick because I think it's in line to what we're talking about in terms of not giving up and this is just the beginning.
Right.
So let me just play this real quick and we'll come back to the instrumental. Let's go.
To the days of trimming, I just keep on drilling, Lord. All when they say me kind of scheme, would I never see the dream? I laugh at them and persevere and build up my regime. Conqueror from an diaspora of the slave and king and queens. I told them there's no failure in me genes. Brother man, I say I not fail. Brethren, I not fail. I saw hell, I tell them I not fail. After Christ get there, and slave ships set to sail, and everybody go up, 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 up. Push your hands them up, 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 up. Holy vibe them up, 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 up. Make your life them up, 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 up. Now everybody go up, 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 up. Push your hands them up, 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 up. Holy vibe them up, 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 up. Let your life go up, 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 up. Drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run, make you run. Drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run. Hey, come drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run, make you run. Drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run. Come drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run, make you run. Drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run. Hey, come drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run, make you run. Drop the rhythm, make you run, make you run. We are the message. For us to be here, that means somebody had to heal through damage. We are the proof of life that somebody survived the voyage. Sleepless days and nights on the transatlantic passage. So I just shall not vanish now. We have plenty things to preach, plenty soul we still to reach. And if them just want to have a time and say me go too deep, well I will just fulfill the purpose. Be a shepherd to the sheep. Me tell them there's no retreat or defeat. Brother man, I say I not fail. Brethren, I not fail. Could be I saw hell. I tell them I not fail. After Christ get there, and slave ships set to sail, and everybody go up, 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 up. Push your hands them up, 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 up. Holy vibe them up, 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 up. Make your life them up, 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 up.
So congratulations once again.
Congratulations
Yes.
to all the kids.
Yes.
And remember, keep pushing.
Yes.
Right?
Up.
Yep. If you fall 9, just make sure you stand up 10. That's it. One more.
Yeah.
One more time. That's it.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. And, just because before we go into that topic and my daughter I heard her talking to her friend the other day, and it was like she's in her senior year now.
Yeah.
And she's thinking about she can graduation, walk down the aisle, all this good stuff. She feel like she's screwed her robbed. They were basically talking about it in that, wow, take that moment away from her. And I just had to let her know, yes, I understand, but it's one moment that won't, there's many more there's many more to come. You know what I mean? There's many more aisles to walk.
I don't even remember my prom. I don't remember that. It was very forgetful.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was for us. We had speech night GBSS, and I got a few awards, and I sang. Then that's where the singing really. Yeah. So it was a little bit on the memorable side for me. And the best part for me that moment though. My mother died.
Yeah.
She couldn't have been, Yeah. But my two sisters, who's singing on my mother's side, they were in the crowd, and I started singing, and I made a note. The two of them jump up inside the auditorium full of hundreds of people and start to scream and bawl and watch. That was one of the best.
So your sisters are the ghetto ones.
Yes.
They laugh out anyway. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When I'm in these little graduations and these little kids, because I have a 6-year-old walking up. Take 10! Take 10! Mommy love you! That's my daughter! Oh my God! Come, smile for mommy. Mommy want to take a picture!
Listen, bro. I can't what I say, but it did make a difference for me at the time, especially with my mom couldn't be there. But just seeing them there and just two of them rising together, and
Well, that's how they are, though.
Yeah.
So your kids will love you just by you being there.
Yeah.
You don't have to put the extra sauce in. Trust me.
Listen, no. I love the extra. That's why I'm extra.
I can see sometimes the look on some of these kids' faces like, oh my God.
Some of them are embarrassed.
It's like, oh
Mommy
doing it again.
I wasn't one of those.
Yeah, I don't embarrass you.
I wasn't one.
She knows we're there.
Yeah.
We will smile. We'll give her a little signal to let her know we're watching.
Yeah.
You know what my daughter did me one time? And she's 7 now, so she probably would have been 4 or maybe 5. She had a performance at church, and she's up on stage, and I don't know what the hell happened. I looked down at my phone, and she happened to probably look across at the same time, and she called me out while up there. She's like, "Daddy, put down your phone." Yep, I think I made a Facebook post about it. She's like, yeah. Put your phone down. I'm like,
how old is she again? 20 months? How old?
I was like,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Morning, Patsy.
She pulled me up right on the spot. Right on the spot. I didn't even have time.
Block somebody on Mixcloud.
Oh gosh.
Or somebody spamming the room again.
Gosh.
Okay. All right. Let me take care of that now.
Jose Williams. Good morning.
Who's Martin.
Jose Williams. Lord, all this so.
Yeah, they're going hard. Boy.
Yeah. Eva no easy boy.
Let me block this person. Block.
Some people you have to block.
Yeah.
Eva is a whole mood.
Yeah, she is.
Eva is a whole
I never seen
mood.
somebody that check you so quick.
Yeah.
She ain't easy boy. She just give it to me. Why you can't keep on your shirt? That's you good? That's it.
It was an eventful weekend news-wise.
Yes, it was.
Let's start jumping into some conversation.
Yeah.
I hope
Where you wanna
everybody.
start first?
We could start with start with Trump. Y'all want to start with the taxes?
Sure.
So they put
So
up.
everybody, raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you pay more than $750 on your taxes. All right, that looks like everybody. Guess who doesn't? Trump. So I guess they found out, because we've been asking for his taxes since he came into presidency, and he has yet to provide it. So I guess IRS and everybody else was just like, we can't take this no more. After him claiming $1.4 billion on loss, he only pays $750 on his taxes.
I think he did that in 2016 and
2017.
Right.
Yes.
So that's the 2 years they were able to confirm that.
Yes.
So, let me ask all you. Devil advocate. If you could beat the system, would you?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
Nah, but he beat it, he massaged it, he made love to it, he raped it.
Yeah. I'm not just
put it
saying.
back.
The level he beat it on, obviously
Right.
we will. Yeah.
So I think in Trump's case, it's just fraud.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It
The
is.
IRS, I believe, is doing a 10-year audit on him.
Yes. But
It is. It is.
they're not gonna touch him as
Yeah.
president. But once he's out of office, they're gonna have a field day with that.
He is. Well, the only thing, really, actually, and people, that's why voting. You see where voting comes? Before we even get into that, with go wrong into that, let me just ask all anybody here sat out the last election because they say, I can't vote for Hillary?
No.
No.
I did not vote the last election, but not because I didn't want to vote for Hillary.
Oh, okay.
I think I registered late or something like that.
Okay.
And I was one of those that be like, you know what, Hillary got this in New York already anyway.
Right.
So,
That's true.
Right.
So yeah, but that shouldn't have
That
been
shouldn't,
an
yeah. No matter what,
Yeah.
no matter what,
Yeah,
because even at this one, he had to get beaten badly. I don't care which state, whether the state is already a blue state or whatever the case.
I just confirmed that I'm registered to vote. So
Yeah.
voting.
I did it twice.
Yeah.
I registered. Like to make sure.
Yep.
Check, and then I make sure I check again and it showed that I was. So I was like, so once I did, but I think again to make sure I was. Yeah.
So, a question. Once you register to vote, you ain't always registered to vote?
Well, this is my first.
Oh, yeah.
This will be my first. I just recently, after all these years.
About damn time.
Yeah.
I think that's the law, but I wasn't taking
You can't
any
take chances. Yeah.
I registered again.
But I feel like now, to tell you the truth, why I went there, they will take everything they can to that Supreme Court now with that 63. You see him getting that.
Actually,
That's one
I did
part.
vote in 2016.
Yeah.
2016 was my first time voting.
Oh, okay.
I voted in 2016.
Yeah.
2012, I didn't vote.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. But I
Yeah, I
did
don't
vote
think I
in 2016.
And I just read yesterday, he had also appointed 198 judges in the lower courts.
Yeah, the lower courts.
The most since like Carter, whoever come, like a whole
big
bunch
number.
combined.
Yeah, it's a big number.
Yeah. So I'm saying to you, chances of anything happening to him now, in a sense, is really like
Slim.
if these judges are, well, it's
bias.
And they.
Well, and I think that's the point for him. For
Yeah.
him, you want to
You had to
make
work for
sure
him.
Yeah.
that your party succeeds by any means necessary.
And
So I think this is what's even more scary, being at the fact that Ruth just passed away in the Supreme
God,
Court.
boy.
So it's now, yes, I'll push somebody from my party up to make sure that my agenda still goes across.
So imagine there is no clear-cut winner in the elections, and that decision has to go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah. But that's what he's hoping for.
But that's
regardless of what, all the fraud that he claiming right now, and Bill Boys, that guy, that's his personal lawyer. He again.
The scariest part I think about this whole thing is if Trump ends up being the president again.
Oh God.
This man, when I tell you narcissism will be on a different, a normal level, because it's like now I can get away with anything. I can get away with everything. I have gotten away with a lot, and I'm about to get away with a lot more.
Yeah, well, at that point, he'll think he's a king.
Yeah.
He'll go from president to King Trump.
But I feel like my personal opinion is that all this stems from like, you know what?
Being unchecked.
No, well, not just that. You see, Republicans.
Yeah.
They more like a broader spectrum of them. They are more passionate.
Yo, Siri love a conversation.
Yeah. they are way more passionate.
Of course.
Like there's a religious set. There's those who
the Christians.
Yeah, right? But they harden. There's those that are like no taxes and all these different and like a whole. And you know the only one side of Democrats that's really passionate and they get stuff done is the LGBTQ.
Of course.
Like from what I've observed on a whole, like most Democrats, like most liberals, we tune out. We want to live and just do us. Whatever I feel, you know.
So the only difference of opinion I have here about who's passionate is not necessarily the LGBTQ, but you see the extreme progressives,
right?
The people that want to just do away with capitalism, and so.
But how much of them are there?
The people in the middle.
It's a lot of people, and that's the point. It's a lot of people in the middle.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but on the right is a lot of.
See, my issue is. I'm gonna be honest, white, because most of the people that's Republican are white, unless you're wealthy, and then you end up being black. My issue is they have made a culture where they ask daddy to take care of something for them, or they ask mommy to take care of something, and they have the money to back it up, so they can be allowed to get away with a lot more stuff. Then when it comes time to being checked, no one's gonna check them. So if you navigate your whole life, your whole schooling, your everything, church, because they use church to their agenda, why would you ever think that I have to sway my way of thinking for you as a Democrat? I'm not.
They don't switch.
And they're not going to, but that's what I'm saying. It's a culture. It's something that they grew up in. It's a way of their life. To us,
but there's money and spoilage on both sides.
But
really,
it is. It definitely,
you know, entitlement. They always say that they put the media so good with making it feel like it's the ghetto alone that's only entitled. They're the only entitled people because they want a little food stamps and a little oil. But they're the most entitled people. Like I was like everything they just believe, you know, should and always be. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. See, sorry, sir.
This thing big like a bee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on camera. Yeah, I just saw it on camera.
Yeah. So they're more entitled than anything.
Of course, and, you know. Listen,
you know, but
that's the most heartbreaking and trying to. But to me, this is the hardest people to convince. Of the black, not convince, but to explain the black struggle, to show them the black struggle.
I don't even think they want to understand.
No, they want to.
No, let me tell you something. When you're not aware of a situation, it doesn't exist to you.
Yeah. And then, you know, and one of the things too, why is when they get, let me say, one of us on their side. Let me call it like that. Oh, man,
the propaganda machine is in.
But they use that though.
What?
Yeah.
They use that.
What I realized though, if you want to, as a black man right now, or black whatever, if you want to profit in politics, be a Republican.
Of course.
Like just like because they're so craving for us to come and say certain things.
They need that one. Listen, in corporate America, You need that one black person to be like, yes,
Yeah.
we are diverse entity.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So when I first joined business banking, that's how I felt. I was the only black person in the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They met their quota.
yeah, that's exactly how I felt
Yeah.
because I was surprised I got the interview, right? Because it's one of those coveted positions, right?
Right.
You pretty much set your agenda, you in charge of yourself.
Right.
You have a manager, but
But the manager doesn't really.
I saw my manager probably once a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when those spots open up, you have a lot of people applying. So when I got the interview, I was like, all right, cool, you know. Got a foot in the door.
Give us a pat on the
Yeah.
back.
Then, you know, I followed up. They say, yeah, don't worry, we're considering it. I'm like, all right, that's the usual talk to, you know, we didn't select you. And I was like, wow. First team meeting. Yeah, let's introduce the new guy. I look around, everybody's, you know,
Wow.
Clear.
a little pale in in comparison. It's like, cool. Yep. So
That's why you got that
definitely
laugh
a
down
thing.
pack, huh?
Definitely a thing because the next two people that joined my team was a black girl
I was just about to ask you about that.
and a Latino guy. So you could tell that they definitely made some concerted efforts to diversify because before I got on the team, it was lily white. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
So that's the thing.
wow. Yeah. What do you think about? What y'all think about what Charles Barkley said?
I did not see what he said. Can you tell me?
Well, yeah, I'd have gone and get
Or
back, but
summarize.
it's basically saying you couldn't put Breonna case
And
together with George Floyd and Marbury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, we
in
know.
the same. I'd still tell.
Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery. Yeah, in the same category. And what they want the police to do? They got shot at. It's like, you know. And I see a lot of people agreeing with it too.
Yeah, that's
You
how
know?
it is. People keep their feelings until somebody of stature or something so they could hide behind it. Like, oh, you know.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to say all the time, but he took it over.
That's what Trump is doing for racists.
Yeah. And that actually hurt me though. Like, it hurt to hear, you know, that because I'm still going back, like, to feel like y'all ever go spend any extended time in the South? Or in any place that's gun
high in color?
No, forget like gun rights is you could walk around with gun.
I've been to Texas twice,
right?
But I wouldn't call it an extended stay.
Well, I've been for not extended, but I've been for a time. I spent some time in the Carolinas. I can't remember which one. South Carolina, one of them.
I think it's South.
Yeah, but anyways, when I spent the couple nights in the guy home or whatever, and his gun is right there on his dressing table, just like that.
See, and I understand only because it's a way of life. They hunt a lot.
But regardless of, no, he has it. He said that's his protection, is his right. You know, you get into that. That's what.
No, I'm saying in the sense of gun.
So
laws.
my thing is what I'm saying. For on this no knock warrants and them. 12, 1, 2 in the morning. Especially in states like those where Breonna's boyfriend, it was legal for his firearm was legal.
Right.
You break in a man's house. I have my gun on the side and I just start to hear bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
What's the natural reaction?
Start busting off shots.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You in your middle of your sleep, whatever the case may be, this
Like
hour in the night, you just hear.
Yeah.
I mean, whether they say no knock, whether they say police, you in the back of your room, you hear boom boom going on. You ain't even hear you ain't hearing police, all this good stuff, whatever. You ain't hearing none of that. And you bust off. Isn't that what gun rights is about? Isn't that what they're saying?
Gun rights until you're black.
Oh. So that is one of the they send you there to do a job, basically.
That guy that got shot in Minnesota about 3 years ago, Castile.
Castillo.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a legal firearm.
Legal.
And
He said.
Yeah. He said, hey, I have my,
Yeah.
And so.
It's just amazing. Like, and so Charles Buckley and them could defend all the. Imagine you could defend those. Putting it on the side of gun ownership and legal. No, putting it on that, no, right?
But
like,
again, it has to do with a woman.
And then.
That's my issue. My issue is
not
every time a woman says something or something is revolved around a woman, we always have to twist it in a sense that the victim is not actually the victim.
Yeah, because I've seen some storylines that I've never repeated because they're so stupid.
Right.
And man, there's this one girl on social media that, I'm trying to delete her, but the disaster, you have certain things you just can't look away from.
Yeah.
She's one of those.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah. If stupid was a person, that would be
Her birth certificate would be right next to that definition.
Yeah, because
don't hurt your head now.
No, you have those.
So the narrative about Breonna Taylor was the boyfriend she chose was a known drug dealer.
Oh my God.
And she was being investigated at a job at the time.
Regardless if he was a drug dealer, regardless, that does not give you the right to bust in someone's home, then shoot his girlfriend. Now she's dead. Now they want to blame the boyfriend.
They blaming her too.
But that's what I'm saying. They wanted to pin it on the boyfriend at first.
What? It's not easy to be our man and shoot them.
Victim blaming is crazy.
But I hear all the talk about it Friday, but it's just amazing. You get charged for the shots that miss.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get charged for the shots that missed and went into two.
So the wall is more important than an actual human life. Nice.
So the district attorney or the attorney general.
The attorney general,
right.
Is Cameron, and I think he deserves the
Isaac.
Yeah, I think he's one in the sense of the statement he made.
Yeah.
The no stuff coming out with what, because remember it's what he presented to the grand jury.
Right.
We can't even blame the grand jury. Is what he presented to them.
Right.
So you presented that one person said that the police did mention them.
Yeah.
And it came out now that he changed his story. At first he didn't hear. 3 months ago he did, whatever the time was, he didn't hear anything like the other 10 people say they didn't hear anything. You presented to the grand jury that one person said that the police they did knock and they did say police.
Right.
The other 10 people didn't hear.
Right.
But you presented the one
that did
person that
supposedly did.
Mm-hmm.
So all that, but if you had to read what they didn't put out everything. Then it's just and they begging for that now to come out. And the way and going back with him now and the comments he made about the police and all this, some little things, if you go back into his little, his getting to where he's at now.
Yeah.
Because in a state like Kentucky,
so I understand one of the guests we had last night, he works in law enforcement.
Right.
And he gave us a little background on the attorney general. He said he's a disciple of Mitch McConnell.
Yes. He's with I think he's with his daughter.
Well, whatever it is.
Mitch McConnell's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just a handbred.
Yeah.
That's it.
One of those token.
Yeah. He ain't give a shit with nothing.
Yeah.
Any of what we saying, what we coming down on him. He's a coon. He's this. He's that.
Yeah.
Whatever we call him, the Isaac Hunter of the week.
Yeah.
He right now, he's comfortable. There's
somebody else.
Huh?
You got a block.
No. He's actually making a thing.
Oh.
Yeah. You remember what the original function of the police was since the plantation days, right? Who makes the drugs?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was to catch us.
So it's like, but my thing is, like, back to what I was saying, it's like we find ways. It doesn't matter if Breonna Taylor was with a
drug dealer or she was with the richest bank
owner.
Yeah. whatever the case may
that's
be.
the same thing they do to these when like these 16-year-olds and stuff get shot. Oh, we found a weed in his pocket. You know, they'll show the social media pictures where he probably was with his friends, putting up signs, and they use that now to victimize the victim. Like,
well, wait, when it's somebody that's clear though, they're like, well, you know, he had a rough upbringing. His father was an alcoholic. His mom worked 2 jobs to make ends meet.
So the biggest and most blatant showing of I think why to show like how America functions in the 80s with the drugs.
I was just going to talk about the war on drugs, you know?
Right.
And the different,
there was no nonsense. 3 strikes,
arrest them, boom, damn.
And then now the
opioid.
No, it's not the war on drugs. It's a crisis. Now, we got to get these people help.
Yes, rehabs
because now it's overwhelmingly affecting white neighborhoods.
Yes.
And now everybo's concerned.
Yes.
It's no more war on drugs. No more
war on crime. No more, you know. So and that's a real issue in truth, you know? That's the whole thing of what I mean. You know, I was reading up stuff with libertarian being we're basically in their view. If you want to take drugs, that's your business. If you want to prostitute, that's your business. Anything that you make, decision you want to make on your own, okay.
That doesn't affect anybody else but yourself.
Well, that's how libertarians, even Rand Paul. But he on that, like, people should be able to do whatever, even good or bad decision.
He's one of the guys that's for small government, hands off,
everything just is about you, and so it always thing with the war on drugs part, like how we came to that, like. Who? I mean, none of us has who get the drugs in. Who get the guns there? Who? It's like all these things, and yet, but it's never about the Sosa. Or it's just, let me put the easiest person to catch and the easiest one to hold accountable for that is the hood, is the ghetto, is the black hair. It's just the easiest. And watching all these, I'm telling all already with these prisons and whatever. I was watching this documentary. This sheriff from this place, he's getting $21 for every bed he fills up. In the jail.
Listen.
Remember there was this judge a few years ago that they end up incarcerating because he was wrongly
accusing a whole bunch of people.
Little kids because he was getting kickbacks.
Each and every one of them, the sheriff, the judge, everybody could have.
But everybody, the warden, of course.
What I've noticed is, like, you see incentives in any job.
Motivates the hell out of anybody.
Not motivates, but when somebody's money is on the line, more than half the time, they compromise their morals. I can't tell you how many times in banking I've seen a banker tell a misleading thing about a credit card because they want the person to sign up there. Like, don't worry, once you do this, you'll be fine. Or they want to close an account, or or somebody walks into the bank and they don't think the person is worth their time, and they'll be like, oh no, I gotta go on a call right now or something to avoid that person. So once you incentivize people with money, there is you see that human nature,
for real,
and I've had several battles with myself, like when certain big deals come, and I'm like, damn. Like, the customer asks a question and I'm like, should I really say what's on my mind, or should I, go with the company line to make sure they get,
Right.
And I've seen customers like try to get into products that I know for a fact wouldn't help them, but because, the company feels like this is better, they would push that product because they get either the bigger commission from it or, so once like that thing is there, like, hey, you know what? If you open 10 accounts, you get $1 per account. it no longer really becomes about the client. It becomes
about what you can do to make sure that your family eats at the end of the day.
And they'll preach that, do the right thing, and when you do the right thing and the numbers don't match the expectation, it's like, you're not doing the right thing, because if you do the right thing, it'll match. No, it's because I'm telling people,
Because I'm wondering what motivates you. Like, okay, you're a police officer and your job is to fight crime, this and that, whatever the case may be. But it takes sometimes it takes a different breed to say, I got this warrant to go and catch this drug dealer. Chances are he might have guns in there, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. Like, in your mind, really, is it really out of a good place that I can't think for people, I can't answer, but I'm just, in my mind, I'm saying to put your life on the line to go and catch somebody for you think they have drugs and there's a chance that you might kill them. They might. Is it a fun thing? I just feel believe it becomes like that now for them, for a lot of them.
It is.
I'll be honest with you. I have a degree in criminal justice, right? And most of my professors were people that were in law enforcement, whether they were the DA, whether they were a detective for how much years. And I think they definitely start out with, I want to make a difference. Then it ends up, like you said, there's always somebody with some type of incentives or some type of agenda that they're trying to get across. And I don't think it really matters on what the factual information is. It's what I tell you. And you have to go off based on that, because remember, at the end of the day, even though they're police officers and they're supposed to be upstanding people of the community, they are still humans first.
Yes.
And I think we always forget about the fact that they're very reactionary. They're not going to be like, all right, let me make sense of this situation. No, they're going to be like, well, my boss told me this, my boss told me that. Here's the warrant. So maybe I am really dealing with good guys. I mean, how much crime shows do we have out here that basically tell you the same thing that we're dealing with in real life?
Yeah.
Why is nobody taking heed to that?
I just feel, especially, and the worst is those little guys who've been bullied when they were younger.
But they had no moral standing from the get-go, and you put these people as police officers, and now you're surprised that all of a sudden that when he goes on a raid and he finds to drug dealer's house, he's gonna take a cut for himself. He sees the money there. He's gonna take some for himself. Why are you surprised?
Because I watched this thing in most places in Europe, to become an officer, the training that they get sometimes goes into...
It's not for a couple of weeks. It's for a couple of years.
Yeah. And,
easily, it's for a couple of years. And those are the places whose crimes are significantly lower than the United States.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So,
I need to ease up my back.
No, I was going to tell you, drop a couple tunes, and let's get into about two fun thing to just ask.
Fun, all right,
yeah.
nice.
So let me go. So drop a two tunes if you can. And
let's go.
Yeah.
Rosemary is how she whine and she grind like catch a whining disease, girl. Dip on the floor and just whine it for me, yeah. The way you whine your waist and then you fling it up. You fling it up on me and then you tick tock. Push back harder, me girl, so let me rough it up. Go down, girl, go down, girl. Behind the truck we controlling. The guy in my head we behaving. Girls all around now we shouting. Go down, girl, go down, girl. Waist melting, liquor drinking on the road to the money and out that time thing. It's a time to unite, no bacchanal thing. All a girl to the ground, kitty. The way you wind your waist and then you fling it up. You fling it up on me and then you sit down. Push back hard on me, girl, so let me rough it up. Go down, girl, go down, girl. Behind the truck we patrolling. The guy in my head we behaving. Girls all around now we shouting. Go down, girl, go down, girl. Good morning, we come into bed.
tomorrow's hits. Good music, good times. All hits. All day. All night. Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
Everybody knock a ting, knock a ting, knock a ting. Everybody knock a ting, knock a ting, knock a ting. Everybody knock a ting, knock a ting. Everybody better play the way when the general come, when the general come, when the general come. Whoa, tell them we bow down, we want it, bad like a job on a Juve morning. Play the way when the general come, when the general come, when the general come. Whoa, tell them we bow down, we want it, bad we bad, hey, bad we bad. Side step, you what? Anytime we step out it, black outfits swinging like Jeff Howdy. When we wake, nothing can be powder. See how we bad from we head to we crep powder. Do you believe that? Long before this and bring tea. We see the general wet men Audi. Entourage just pull up with 10 Audi. And tell how we are. You want speed? You want speed? You want speed? Look at you. You want speed? Look at you with your crew. You! The baby girl, you want to rock it. Rock it and rock it. Take your time, I want you rock it. Baby girl, I said, oh Lord. Rock it and rock it. Baby girl, I want you rock it. Baby girl, I want you. Roll and roll, roll and roll, roll and roll. Take your time up when you roll, roll and roll, roll and roll. Hey, let me ask you this: how you whining so? Yes, you. How you whining so? Take your time. How you whining so? Baby girl, I say, how you whining so? I want you chuck it and chuck it. Yes, girl, chuck it and chuck it. Take your time. I want you chuck it and chuck it. Baby girl, I want you chuck it and. Watch it. Hey, party nice, but how dare we more mad? What kind of mad? Party nice, but how dare we more mad? Well, mad. Hey, when we touch the road, it's all kind of back and all out on the road. If you see pretty girl out on the road, Monday and Tuesday out on the road. Hey, when we touch the road, all kind of highness out on the road. Like a so proper when we out on the road. Let me tell you things what happen on the road. Hey, y'all tell the man she was napping. He send back a message, baby I walking. But in a van with a woman TikToking. She stand up in a corner peeping and watching. But wait, things are to get interesting. All of a sudden she walk up and tap him. You should have see his face when she hold him and snatch him. The shame, police will find out what happening. Officer, two of them they were causing the rob. The lying and cheating were causing the rob. The NSC were mix up causing the rob. Causing the rob, causing the rob. He say and she say causing the rob. She up their friend that causing the rob. Girl, you got the wine, killing me the wine, millennium wine, wine them out. Girl, you got the wine, you got all the wine, mad them all the time, wine them out. Girl, you got the wine, killing me the wine them in a time, wine them out. But say, girl, you got the wine, killing me the wine, mad them all the time and just wine them out, yo. Which girl wine fast and no wine slow? Some stand up and some love to stoop low. It even have some, they love to sway so. Or some girl rather bend down and touch low. The other day I meet a girl in a back of that. If she want to mind me, listen girl. If you want a real man, take up the phone and call me now. Call me now. Oh, you're lonely and you alone, home girl. Call me now. Call me now. If you want a real man, pick up the phone and call me now. Call me now. Oh, you're lonely and you alone, home girl. Me sing now. You want some fresh water from the fountain. You want a man to come ride up on the mountain. Stick in a gear and keep it pumping. Reach the highest peak by morning, boy. You want a Michael Jordan to dunk in your basket. Want a Lara to stand in the wicket. You want a Russell like the Rock to come mash it. Crush it, whip it, beat it, boy. I'll stick in your house like me name for a man. If you really want one, I'll stick in this slam. You want a man to play your music. Yo, stop that girl. Hey, how she moving? She riding up, she riding up, she riding escalate. She riding down, she riding down, she riding down. She riding up, she riding up, she riding escalate. She riding down, she riding down, she riding stalker. The girl doing
me live. Follow me like detective. Just see that this is the ball.
Let me introduce myself. Me ball, this is Magadan. For the year 2000 me ball, this is Magadan. Who no listen to me new band slang me ball, this is Magadan. For the year 2001 me ball, Magadan. Who no listen to me slang when me ball. Brand new song called Obia Man. Wicked new thing called Obia Man. Everybody come do Obia Man. Obia Man. Obia Man. Cross up your leg like Obia Man. Roll up your head like Obia Man. Watch people like Obia Man. Obia Man. Obia Man. Them call me the Shango Magadan. Otherwise known as Obia Man. Don't you know where me come from? Swim money young fish all day long. Everybody say me a nice person.
GMGT, good music.
Fabulous, and right now you're listening to good music, good time. Good music, good time. Culture Mix. Somebody say, I won't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I lose all control when I see you standing there in front of me.
This boy just fret me.
Oh yeah.
Just because he know my voice and warm up yet, you wanna,
Gosh.
fret me.
Oh God, but you know,
Can't stand this guy.
but bro, we are team with this thing and like that. What you doing, man? I don't.
Yeah, you're just always trying to put me on the spot.
Yeah, because
bro.
you're that good, bro. I know you can do that anytime, bro.
Right, let me start getting my exercise.
Come on, bro. Yeah,
num,
bro. Do the damn thing, man.
Yeah,
give me that rupee. Let me hear. Let me sing it for. Sing the rupee for them. Show them it's you that really give rupee. Give them. Yeah. You see that? That's how
Before the end of the night,
go in, brother.
I wanna hold you so tight.
Damn it, go and kill him.
You know what? I can't give him any.
Hey,
of this.
you just bad enough.
You're real bad. Yeah. And bad meaning bad,
Yo. So, here the
Tracy, and good morning.
Hey, everybody who just joining us.
Morning, welcome.
Yes, 727. You know, GMGT.LIVE.
Yeah.
The wake up call.
Yeah.
Priscilla, I'm on the way, baby. I feel she get up here though.
Yeah, I ain't feel she wake up.
Boris, well, we know Boris definitely didn't get up here.
No.
Yeah.
You saw the last message you put in the chat room?
Sure did.
Oh.
Tell him that will never happen. That will never
I saw that.
happen.
Said, you know what? Let me go ahead and mind my whole
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Because he's gonna take that, and you know what? That's gonna become like
his norm.
Yeah. You know that meme with the Jamaican? That will never happen.
Yes.
So Boris, just in case you're listening,
that will never happen.
You ain't getting away that easy.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I watching
fun topic time. Woo!
Yeah, I watching this guy. You know, Steve Harvey. I guess you know. But so this guest came on, and she's her boyfriend is proposed. He has proposed to her, and she wants advice. She wants to get married to him.
Okay.
But she doesn't want to live in the same household.
Ew. I like that. I love that.
What should she do?
First of all,
she needs to make a call upstairs and tell her line of thinking.
So I want people in the chat room to help me too. Like, she wants to get married, but she doesn't want him all up in her space.
I mean, there are some people like that.
Right, but how do you guys feel about being married, separate households?
So what do they have sleepovers?
Well,
Like,
I guess that's what she said from time
because
to time.
if I booming you, I don't waking up in the middle of the night to go home.
well, maybe that night you can stay, but she doesn't want him constantly there.
First of all, I'm not paying 2 mortgages or 2 rents.
That sounds like
not,
rich people problems.
Well,
too.
she seemed like an average. I'm just saying, a
no
black
for
girl.
dogs.
That's a no for you.
She had me thinking about it though.
So
like,
isn't that?
I feel that I'm on a vacation house, so when I vex, I could go.
That's what she.
Maybe that's what
she has a permanent vacation house.
I think
No.
she figures her relationship will last that way.
So I feel like she figures that she's probably been used to being on her own for a very long time. So to compromise that, to invite somebody else over or vice versa, I don't think that's something that she's willing to do. I don't think she wants to. She like her space, to be her space.
So Patsy says, tell her have a long distance marriage. It's very exciting. She will have all the space she needs.
Yeah, but to know that you're right there.
I think that's cool.
It had me. She had me thinking like, can I do that though? Like, no, but I like company. I'm one of those.
But a lot of people have relationships and they don't live together.
Right. But the marriage part, because he doesn't know that.
Okay.
She say he doesn't know that he's ready to to do all this, but she wants a way to break it to him that yes, she wants to get
Ain't
married.
no
But
way to break it to him. Just say what you gotta say. I mean,
yeah, so
you
she was
want your
asking.
space, you can't break it down. How you gonna sugarcoat the fact that you want to
Like,
live in a
"Hey,
separate house?
babe, I want to get
I
married.
love you.
I love
But-
you.
I
She
love you
says
so
all
much,
these
like
things. Yeah.
deep down
Yeah.
in my spirit, but
You know, she's
I'm
like,
to live by myself. Like, no, what?
it's like, you know, I know it's a marriage, but I'm at the stage where the marry and the age is kind of not, you know, it's not meshing. Maybe in 5 years, you know, my age and the marry could come together, but you know.
Hell nah.
So, Patsy,
No,
I know you're in a
no.
long distance marriage, and I want you to tell us how do you make it work if that's something you wish to go in, like, you know,
See, but
especially.
it sounds like Patsy's not in a non-conventional
No, no,
relationship anyway.
the way how Patsy always breaking it down to us.
Well, the other thing I want to know, because
Yeah.
at some point she could have jumped a plane at any point she wants
To go live with him.
Yeah, to
Oh,
see him, spend some
Well,
time, whatever the case.
They do that.
See, I don't
But
like
no,
spending
it's
all
not
that extra
happening.
money.
Yeah.
So how, like, in situations which, and I mean, this is like a once in a, you know, like a historical event.
Right. She's like,
You
how
know,
is she
so-
managing in this situation, especially?
Right. And, you know, does it make a difference now? Do you wish like he was close by, like, you know, in these times when, you know, things are so crazy, and does it make a difference to you now that maybe, hey, I really wish he was here with me, or, you know, I really wish I was there with him, because, you know, I could imagine, like, for maybe single people who can socialize, or maybe, you know, can't do as much as they used to do, because a lot of people are going crazy during the lockdown.
COVID times.
Yeah, so
But even even people who are together going crazy with each other.
see,
It-
so I
it's
guess
bo-
that's what she's trying to avoid.
It's both ways, you know. Some people, the single ones, you know, struggling, but people who were together, there's a lot of people who were together, they were really struggling being with each other constantly, not with just them, the kids. It's like,
Well, those are the people who have concocted whatever lie in their head to try to make the relationship work.
I mean, no, and I'm just saying that in general, even if, you know, everybody like the little space at times.
Everybody.
Everybody.
That's
you know?
why you take your ass to the room. I go outside on the.
That's not
no,
space.
That is space.
No,
I don't
yeah.
gotta see your face. That's all right.
I mean,
No.
it's like, I think it's a mini vacation with itself. Your kids gone to school, your husband gone to
Then
work,
the
you
same
think
money
you,
that you take
everybody, in different environment, you know. But no, like, especially those that have to work from home, and like both the man and the woman. Yeah.
Patsy, I'll go delete that before somebody screenshot it.
Morning, Desi.
Jesus
What she say?
Christ. Yo, drop a bomb for Patsy right
Oh
now.
wow, yeah. What?
Drop a bomb-clad bomb for
Oh,
Patsy.
okay. Well, let me hear what she's saying. Let me see what she say. What she did on Mixcloud. Let me read it.
On
Let me read it.
Mixcloud.
Yeah,
on
but
Mixcloud.
you know my eyes going kind of bad. Let me read it up. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna read it up.
You want me to read it? I can read it.
Yeah, read it.
My marriage is different. I know my husband for over 20 years, been together for 7, married for 3 years. Sex is not all my Dilo?
Dildo is what's going
That's
on.
what you
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Work together with FaceTime. All it making me put my business.
Yes. Patsy, I took it off. Blood, clean.
So anybody that too.
I'm gonna drop 2 more for you, Patsy.
So yeah, the ambulance. Yeah, the ambulance. Where the ambulance? You getting bullied. So
Wow.
anybody here whose husband or wife is in the military, and you know,
No, I know a couple people.
like even dealing with that kind of, you know,
See, but that's
Do
different.
military wives cheat?
Don't do our military brothers. Don't fight in war. Don't make me have to think about that right now, bro.
Yeah. Like,
Gosh.
You know what? I doubt it because by the time them military husbands come,
yeah.
they boom, they make sure they breed her, and by the time they leave, baby, I'm pregnant, so she got time. She have 40 kids at home. She got time to cheat. But I don't think so. For you have to be a different, strong-willed woman to be with a man that is in the military that you know is going to be deported at any time. Not deported, but deployed anytime.
So let me. Oh my gosh, the thought just left me.
Oh God, sorry.
Damn it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm having a lot of those moments lately.
I think that's kicking in?
No, I think the side effects of Viagra is forgetfulness.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Oh
so.
shoot. Damn, so I just started. That's what I look forward to. Oh damn, boy. Okay. Russian is not you alone. It's not you alone. So, another question.
Somebody said love is a full body, fully present practice. It's a full-time job. No? Do mothers ever have vacations? I want to know who's making these comments because they're insightful and it's leaving me thinking. The person is I am Io. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, songs really Matrix-like.
Yeah.
I am the one.
It's a full-time job for real.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you really want to get married?
Right. That thought just came back to me.
Good.
Wow.
Say it. Hurry up.
So, some women can't stay like faithful to a man that's in front of them, but some women could stay faithful for a man in jail that's for like 10, 7 years. How does that work? What's the psyche? What's the thought process?
You coming home to me. Don't they have Love After Lockup and all these kind of things? These shows?
So that's what it is.
That's the only thing I could think of.
I had a girl on my timeline, like supposedly her boyfriend was in jail.
And
she was supposedly faithful because she always posted about, and this girl is an American. I only added her because she looked cute. Just eye candy. Never had a conversation with her or anything like that. Just for the pictures. And as soon as he came out, that was it. As soon as
eye candy went bad.
No. She looks amazing, but I guess he didn't want nothing to do with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, and this is, let me tell you something.
And I guess, go ahead, sorry.
If you're married and such go into jail, that's one thing. But if we boyfriend and girlfriend, yes, baby, I love you, and I rolling over to my next man. No.
So even if let's say he say he's innocent and all this,
how you get there?
That was same, but you know the system. Let put it like let me
tell
put
you
it like
something. If he's locked up,
you believe that he is innocent.
Let me tell you something.
You know that he's innocent.
Let me tell you something.
I'm asking in that
situation. If I'm with you for a substantial amount of years that I have invested, I am faithful. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
But if we just boyfriend and girlfriend for 2 years at most, and you get locked up on murder with a weapon, attempted murder with a weapon, no, baby.
Okay, but so it depends on the charge.
It definitely depends on the charge. It's a little drug charge. I can understand a little scam in here and there. I understand, but no. I mean, if Trump can scam, then my man can scam too. Shit. But no, if it's some type of like attempted murder,
my
weapon.
My wife tell me she's out.
Anytime you make a jail, that's it.
She say if I make a jail for any stupidness, especially.
That's of course.
She tell me for I go and do stupidness.
Kiss that ass goodbye.
She say I can't. She say I can't do it.
Me.
But with the talk now, she making me, but you never know when the situation really comes about. It's totally
different. And then the situation comes.
I always tell.
Betsy said he may be dropping the soup.
I always tell my wife that straight up, if she on me, I'm out. Right? Like
if she
on me and I find out,
you out.
No, I always say it like that.
Yeah.
But one day, I really thought about it one time. Like I give it a thought.
Yeah.
one
A
time.
deep thought.
Yeah, like if it really happens, but would I even try to consider? Can I consider?
I think the infidelity on a man's side is more ego than
Yes. So
than-
I told her all this thing, but I'm saying to me, I put myself in a situation because obviously she forgave me
right.
with a situation, you know, and it's like she said, all they always expect us. No, you have the decision to make. Is either you do it or you don't do it.
Right.
It's not anything that I'm saying to you that you have to take me back.
Right.
If you tell me straight up, I go on you and you leave me, I understand. You know what I mean? But she always make it into this thing, oh man this and man that, all it does always want to do, and
that's the worst part of it.
Always.
That's the worst part of it, when you have to keep hearing it over and over again.
Yeah.
Because I gotta keep living with this shit over and over and
I
over again.
can't.
We both about to suffer together.
No, but I told her. Like I it's just hard for me to ever watch if she does that.
You like Steve Harvey so much. Didn't Steve Harvey said you have to allow her that time if she want to be vexed? You have to allow her to. You can't put a time limit on how she vexed.
Obviously,
but
yeah.
at the same time, you can't be bringing it up at every point.
I know that, but for me personally, if I give you a chance again, you'll experience hell. Like I'm telling you, no.
Oh, why is that?
I'm saying no. I'm putting it over there straight up. It's like every time I see, I just thinking that man.
Yeah.
That man with you.
Don't think about it.
No, it gonna be hard.
Don't think about it.
Boy, imagine I go down in the meet and I'm thinking about that. Nah, boy, I can't even go there again. I can't even go that.
So I don't know if that happens to me how I'll take it either.
Yeah.
But definitely, yeah. But my mantra is once pot wash and clean. Yeah, you go to cooking again. Yeah, you can cook.
No, I don't feel like no. I personally feel a man always the inside you. I just say no. It's like
wash the pot.
Boy, hey, no boy.
Turn it down.
I like that analogy.
The one hand that even though the hand I get, I'm a century back with that one. Like, and I feel it was like afterwards I became that was young and I was like so insecure with her after. Like if I find she goes somewhere and she can come back in a reasonable time, I'm like, where you been? Like how it takes so long?
Wow.
And I realized I couldn't do it. Like I had I'm just telling you at that point in time how bad it got for me when like walking the street and I know I even want to hold she hand. I feel like that man, some man on the block.
I feel like if I get horn, I might be able to recover from it if nobody else knows.
Yeah, if nobody else knows. But I felt like the world would, because you just be the last one to know it. Remember that in a lot of cases, you just be the last one to know.
So if I feel like I walk in the streets and all my homeboys is like looking at like,
watch this, watch this, watch him. He ain't know last week I was drilling the girl. Watch him now. Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Imagine that.
Check the WhatsApp. I think something came in. I don't know if it's right now or already.
That I think that been there, man.
It's been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that's yesterday. That's yesterday.
So we have an interview coming up this morning at 8.
See?
Oh no, somebody yesterday somebody was preparing some new song. Okay.
We have an interview at 8.
And I like this interview. This is one of my favorite in the business as a musician, producer / writer, artist. He does everything. Everything. When I tell you everything in the business, he does everything. Andrew Hits. And we'll be surprised at some of the songs that he did. A lot of people don't even know that he was a part of. A lot of he responsible for a lot of. He did a couple Cohen, did a couple Kiss.
Yeah, I was listening.
Yeah. He's responsible for a lot on the producer side, on the writing side. And there was this one song for years that I thought was Vaughn, or I'll ask him to, and didn't even realize
that it was him.
Yeah, he was a part of Yeah, so I hope you have that song there too. And you and the
Another feeling.
Yeah.
A feeling.
Yeah, I didn't
Let me
even
see
know.
that one.
Yeah, I didn't even know that back at the time. You know, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that interview. Big up yourself. Oh, our next question I want to ask too. If we go, why going to the music? Or okay, is it if you're going through a divorce, should you be dating?
Why
Like,
not?
I'm just asking because the question again was asked on that same show.
Question, right?
Right. And I'll tell
When
you
you're
what.
hungry, right?
Yeah.
And you go to the restaurant and the restaurant closed, you can't still look up the menu?
Here all the people. Here all they do easy.
Hold on. So, when you have an old pair of shoes, just wait for it to finish on it.
Yeah, I know it coming.
Huh?
I know it coming. So, reason I say that now, reason I get into that topic too, that the person she started dating this guy who said he was
Divorced?
get in the middle of a divorce.
Okay.
And they went in hard she went in hard with him for like 6 months straight, 6-7 months.
I need to see paperwork though.
And right. And boom, he decided he was gonna make it back, go back to his wife and family.
Well, you see, if I'm
But
in the middle of that situation, in
Yeah.
the sense that I was him and I was in the middle, hell yeah, I'm dating, because I'm not about to give up my life because of the
Right.
But on the flip side,
The
no,
person
I don't want to parts.
That's what I'm asking you. You dating somebody who's about to get divorced? Are you anybody in the life? I'm just asking. Just be, you know. Yeah. People get played and that's it. But I'm asking you is. Yeah, I'm in the middle of divorce. I would want to date. I would want to.
Exactly.
Right. I ain't saying, but I'll put it out there that I'm not the divorce isn't final yet, and I tell you that on the jump. I say to you, I'm in the middle of a divorce. You know, whatever the process is, you know, could be different reasoning that why it happened right away. And I come to you, and I say, you know, I want to take you out. I want to think, and this is the case. And what would you do? What I mean.
No, if he good for one thing, taking me out when I want to eat, maybe buy me some gifts.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't take. To be honest with you, I don't think I would be able to take that situation serious.
Yeah.
I can't. He not even serious.
Okay, well that's why I'm asking. That's why I asked the question.
He not
you
even
know?
serious.
Yeah.
I ain't stop bumming in and things sweet. What
So
do you mean?
yeah, but if your feelings, you hold them back yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right,
I don't think I could put myself in that situation.
No stop. I guess this one. Yeah. Okay. So I want to help Karim go see. Oh, you setting up?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but people, what you gonna do? I don't know. I mean, if a woman tell me she in the middle of divorce, I mean, I ain't mind still, huh?
I'm not staying with nobody. You're having.
Oh,
I have plenty thoughts.
well, let me get just what Desi said. Hit me up after your divorce and bring the papers as proof too.
Yes, I need paperwork.
Desi, you lie. Desi, you lie.
Let's see how Karim say.
Yes. You are lying.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know you're taking that pipe. Stop lying, Desi. No one waits until the shoe is finished to buy a new one. Yeah? Are trying on shoes? What do you mean?
You need a book of the analogy.
All the analogy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Y'all are being compared to shoes, ladies.
Yeah, and you know how they love their shoes, right? You know how women love a good pair of shoes. So, I have a friend who went through a situation like that. He actually left the house, moved in with the girlfriend, and the wife didn't. She meant she wasn't giving up on her family.
Oh, okay.
And she started like keeping the kids and stuff from him, and he went back home. Yep. And he's good as gold today.
Wow.
Yeah. He's to the point right now where like I'll hit him up and he's like, yo, you know, I turned my phone down because he is like in it, he made like a 300 and 300 would obviously be right back where you started, but the turnaround
Right.
was so significant. It's like he was all in ready to leave. Yep, lived with the girlfriend for about a month or two. And you know,
I wonder how that girl feel though.
the girlfriend,
how
I
the
never asked
girlfriend-
him if they started back talk, but she hated him.
Of course.
When he left the girlfriend's house and went back, she hated him. She literally like despised him because apparently they had something going for
Right.
years.
Or even before.
Oh yeah,
Right,
years
right.
they had that going, and she yo.
Oh, I remember. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I remember one time when I used to do Uber.
Yeah.
This girl come in the car and then she's all teary. Like the trip was a trip to New Jersey, so it was a long.
yeah.
Right. And she was teary and like I don't. Me as a driver, I didn't used to talk like just start off. I wait for you if you feel. Not everybody wants to talk.
Yeah.
You know. Then it just came up that she started talking and she just went in. She's been with this married guy for over 5 or 6 years. I can't remember how much. Right? Boom. He gets a divorce. Boom. He tells her he doesn't want to be in a relationship.
What did she expect though?
But they were saying, what do you mean what she
gonna get married to him
she
right
thought,
away?
She really thought.
See, and that's another thing. You're setting yourself up for failure as a female. You put yourself in that situation and you expect a man who just got a divorce, who's traumatized to an extent that they probably don't want to admit it, to come back now and say, yes, I want a relationship. We getting married. No, he will not.
So
But what y'all had before? No.
I call her a dumbass. That's what she is.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yo, she was like,
no.
I wasted a month of my life with
Yes,
this
you
man.
did. Take it as a stepping stone and move on.
Yeah, but a man that's in a marriage and leaves, that's been having an extramarital affair, and gets out of it. What makes you think he wants to get back in that?
Exactly my point.
But the point, let me just go a little further. He as the man was saying to her, he's leaving his wife for me.
Right.
So, no, I'm just saying. People in it. When I always say, I could say outside that you're a dumbass and you're stupid for that.
She's a dumbass,
right? I could on the outside watching, but I got into an entanglement, but I made no. Let's put my life. I made no such
remarks
to any that I'm leaving home or this and that and all this case. I never gave none of that, right?
Whatever blight she take.
Right, but it wasn't that. But I began catching
feelings
in this. Not just you get cool with people. You develop a friendship.
You start to learn them.
Right. You
learn
understand?
Their life, their stories.
Right. So it's not. It become. You cross a line you shouldn't. Basically, in whether I call it the side or whatever the case may be. As I hear on the show, the mischief, the Sunday mischief, you should have rules. But it's all good and done when you hear one thing, but when the emotional attachment and stuff and all these stuff, it's totally different. It becomes
it definitely
all the rules, all the thing, all the
goes out
I feel like
yeah.
In a situation where kids is involved and there's a divorce being spoken about, I feel like that's something that you don't need to play with. Because the goal for everybody is to have a family and to not break up that family. So he's going to leave me for his wife and you think he's going to leave his kids? Forget the wife. 9 times out of 10, a man is going to stay there because they have children together.
What is a feeling? According to IO?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is
input
it?
Output. Input output.
Yeah. So I just go back to that situation with her. I'm guessing that he lead on in such ways that she was
You
really
definitely led her on.
thinking.
No, I don't agree.
In the words that what
With
she
the
has.
words, remember,
Forget-
females are hung over words.
Yeah, and I don't know,
actions,
I don't know what
but-
actions but it seemed like he was really taking care of her. He seemed like he was really, and it seemed like was an older guy.
Yeah,
and he was really like spending. Let me tell you something. My pops was in 2 whole
homes.
Think everybody thinking that
They
were the
they're
one.
you know.
So
Yeah.
I like back in my day, I've had my share of
Entanglements.
right, and I've always like prided myself on saying what it is.
Yes. Yes.
Like, upfront about.
Yes.
And I've like told people certain things, and then when I get the translation of what they think I said, I'm like in my mind,
Yeah.
that's not what I told you.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So I know for a fact sometimes women
Yes.
hear
Yes.
what
Yes.
they want to hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
You
It
know?
definitely
It's
is.
true.
So this man could have been telling this woman like, hey, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
And she's just hearing something different.
Yeah.
Because
It happens.
Comprehension is key.
that's
Yeah.
what she
But-
envisions for them at some point.
I have a whole I had a brethren. I had a whole partner. Say he did even say he even had kids.
Yeah.
He just lie and say he
Wow. So that's-
he say he had no children.
So
Like, when they get-
is there a difference? Like, let's say you like a cheating man, the one that lies or the one that tells the truth about this situation. Is there a difference?
I believe so.
I think so.
So
Yeah,
like,
at least you I believe now, even for yourself, you're making
Yeah.
the end game will be a little bit different based on how you
Right.
what you reveal to begin with.
okay.
I just think so. Like it's easy, you know.
So let me see what the ladies have to say about that. Is there a difference?
There definitely is a difference.
How would you feel like you dating a man and he came on and he said, well, hey, you know what? I have something else happening here, you know, but let's do the thing. Let's
See,
a man comes and he said, nah, I good, I single, no kids, no,
What-
and then you find out later.
for me,
That's
the lie, you've taken away my choice.
Right.
When you lie.
Okay.
When you tell me the
Yeah.
truth, you put the ball in my court and you allow me to do
Yeah.
whatever I need to do.
if it get hurt,
necessary
it's
for
on you.
Exactly.
Right.
yeah.
Which is for the benefit of myself.
Gotcha.
With you. But when you lie to me, you take away my position. You take away where I'm supposed to process whatever the situation is.
Right.
And see, another thing is men don't like confrontation.
Right.
You don't like for her to be emotional. Allow her to be emotional.
Mm-hmm.
If she's upset and you tell her, oh my God. But I bet you she gonna come back though. Because she's gonna appreciate the fact that one, you told her the truth, and now she's able to process it and know how to maneuver throughout the situation. If you lie to her, you take that away, and it's just like, then you yourself gonna have to lie.
Let me see. I am gonna say this. Let me see what is the goal is to not confuse feelings and beliefs with truth. If family is actually primarily the mother and her children, but families are broken because the parents and community effed up the assignment of creating consciously. Assignment of creating consciously. Sorry, but they like to blame outsiders, and you people need to check yourselves. That's a lot. Yeah. Often communities will force people together. So you're forcing someone to lie to themselves and to others. Of course, there are a lot of broken families and unhappy people.
I can agree to that.
Shade says she fully agrees with you, Janelle.
Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah.
Because I've known guys like multiple women, and yeah, it's like, how is that person doing that? Because we know like the real situation that's happening, and there's no way it would make sense unless you like.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But and it makes sense. Like even my situation, right?
Right.
How it was, and it was easy for me.
Right.
When I'm here,
Yeah.
and then I'm in Grenada,
Right.
You know,
Right.
It was just, but I don't. It's. I think it's the most difficult thing to do, even like here.
Right.
And how difficult it had difficulties, but it wasn't that she wasn't imposing. The going in Grenada was never like
she was
I need to be known. I need to be known. I need to make it clear, like,
and then and I, again, the hardest part about it, really for me, was not really hard because I was never this person where not even my closest brethren knew about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
like
you fully concealed it.
Yeah. Like
Sure
people would assume, people think or whatever, but it was never this conversation that I had with. That was just my thing,
right?
And because I always had it in my head that I'm already disrespecting home.
Yeah,
I don't need to disrespect her further with everybody else knowing, right. And you know that does be like it's not like you. As I always say, it's not like you alone. When you cheat, it's not like you alone cheating. You feel like your sister cheat on you. Yeah. Everybody we're laughing with close. That's you know. So I always felt like, so, even like, remember we were talking rules and trying to keep certain things, and then some people around you too is who, really the outsiders is who will create more problems than anything else, you know. Sometimes these things could go on for forever and ever smoothly until a friend or, too much people,
in the pot, stirring it.
Yeah, but you live and you learn, and sometimes you just have to make that conscious effort. If you, like I always say, my thing is with everything, all in or all out, all out, in or out. You make the conscious effort to be with someone. Just try to be with them. I ain't saying you're gonna be perfect.
Yeah,
things gonna be, but
it's gonna be rocky.
It's
I am always on some next level shit right now. Next level shit.
You're going in.
I feel like I had to be on some mushrooms and shit to be on that level of consciousness and
that's
stuff.
some
I'm not built for that.
Yeah?
I'm not built for that.
For the hyenas?
No, baby.
Who are paid to impregnate women and leave. They're sperm donors. So the community leaders might incorporate this concept into modern society. Now, definitely don't agree with that one. I think people need to have their free choice. I think the randomness of life is what makes it so interesting.
Yes.
You can't assign people to just impregnate people or assign people.
The human psyche is not built for that kind of stuff.
I always would want to discuss those
yo. Neil Grant is like, Neil's my boy in England. He said, I'm a boy with the moral code of cheating.
Well, that in my mind, it's wrong, right? It's still, and I still want to be
wrong and sure.
At least have a level with it. No, he's saying that there and it's true, It's like because I sort of want to hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still feeling like I could do it in a moral way. I'm doing the wrong thing, and I still feel
he's doing the wrong thing rightfully.
Rightfully. I still in my head want to believe that. All right, let me not. No, but hey,
big up to the crew in London.
Yeah, some people build for that. Some people could do it. Teach his own.
Yep.
Yes.
How you live your life, what makes you happy. What I have some rules within myself that I don't impose on anybody.
Listen,
I
would always take that one bad relationship, and you're like, yep, that's never gonna happen again. That's never. See something that resembles it. Nope, I'm running away.
To each his or her own. What makes you happy? Free. I love this, as I say, the free choice, the free will. Yeah. I always wondered, I wanted to ask people, in these arranged marriages and stuff.
Right.
It work. It seems to work. It's a cultural thing, and it's accepted.
To me, I feel like it seems to work. Just like there is an island off of Africa. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Madagascar.
Is it Madagascar? The one where they have where the woman chooses the husband.
Right.
I mean, Madagascar is the only island I know of Africa.
It was because it's a
Yeah, I saw this. I saw this. Yeah, I saw this thing.
island.
Yeah, I was watching this top 10 thing too.
And the women, so the men, of course, do all of that extra stuff and build their stuff, make themselves the strongest, the best hunter, all of these kind of things.
Yeah.
Then
women
there's a
to hunt,
ceremony,
right?
I believe, and the women cook a specific dish.
Yeah.
And the man has to eat, basically that she's proposing to the man, and if the man eats all the food from this dish, he accepts the proposal.
Okay.
But basically the women run shit in that village. And the elders was telling that it seems to work out because it's like, hey, you get to pick, for men they get to pick and choose, but how long they really stay in the situation.
Here's what, if there is this woman I've been eyeing in the village and she look real good, like ass is fine, titties is just plump and nice, lips
her
like,
leaf grass,
yeah.
skirt just sits so well. Yes.
When she do the little shake,
Shimmy.
the booty's right, and then I go to eat the food and it's disgusting.
Nah, you embarrassed your whole family and they're gonna shame you.
But that's the woman I want. So now I'm eating, but I gotta pretend I like it.
Yep.
You could imagine that scenario.
Yep.
Yeah.
You bring shame to your family if you don't finish eating.
That's food, man. I could fix that one in the long run. I could cook my own shit.
You're not allowed to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, no, the women really run. They build the house where you're gonna live. They take care of the kids. They make the decisions. The men is like,
or they just go out and walk and walk and. Okay.
Nah, so
you bring me the food, I cook.
I think that system could be rigged. Like a woman could come and give you a real good meal, and because
nothing else.
That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. You know.
See, and that's why they say that the situation, the relationships, does not work.
No, but
because you man does want whatever.
Yeah, but that part to me, I think it's easy. Like,
no,
like people are say so with. Apart from, I don't know if for women, I mean, I just seen, apart from maybe the thing too small for and it can, no, I'm just saying, like sexually, things could always get better. Like people could always just learn if you really want to.
Yeah, if you work at it.
Yeah, if you want to, anybody could, even if the start was a little rough, if you really want to, that part could be easily, I wouldn't say, well, okay, I get a choice and everything right, and then next thing I'm going to bed and the ride wasn't nice and whatever. Should I now say, well, you really enjoy that meal?
I lied about the food. It was good.
So you know what I mean? So, but hey, it is what it is with these things. Again.
But I was saying all of that to say is that culturally, when you have grew up in a situation. Yeah. It is easier for you to conform to this kind of way of thinking because that's what you've always been in. And to me, those relationships last longer because, one, I guess the shame of your family is too heavy a burden.
Yeah.
Two, you just learn to deal with it. You have to learn to like.
Even as I watch a lot of, and if you look Vice on HBO.
I haven't watched Vice in a while.
But they had these stuff that, and they, even with these arranged marriages and stuff now, the younger generation is not going for it like before.
Yeah.
And
the relationships 20, 50 years in the future is gonna look very different from here.
Yeah. They're not, and a lot of the parents which are more conservatives and they ban it, they thinking if like they.
So my friend said she can also work at cooking for me. Food will come second. Alright.
Yeah. But everything can work in. I mean, really
that's
and truly.
What I'm saying. Imagine you did the dating phase before you get married, and now you married, and it's a cultural situation. Yeah. You're dating, but you're married already.
You're married, and
you
then
have to
Saturday.
Learn to like them. You don't have a choice.
Yeah. If you're not open, you have to be open to that.
You know, it's crazy. Now that I think about it, you ever see the people from India? And they come over here, and the parents always look so distant from each other.
I feel I just made a very good statement, and he said something there, and I felt it because it feels like he's coming for me. He said the women-based culture has been practiced in more than one culture and in several eras, like where women, I guess, was like
in charge.
Yeah. The question again is, if you can design yourself, life, and society, how would you do that? Very good question. And if you can't have it all, what will you prefer? Like, what will you be willing to give up? And can you give back what you're asking for? You know, like I'm talking about, like, what if the woman can cook? So,
Yeah,
like, I want my woman to be able to cook, and I can't do it myself, right? So very.
What can you offer?
Man, whatever you're smoking, I want some of it.
Yeah, he deep. You want that on the show?
And he say, and you know, and this is the part that stung. Like an adult man, why can't you cook?
Yeah.
And that hit me.
You can.
Because I don't cook. I was competent, but I've been out of practice for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So right now, if you ask me to cook, I definitely.
Can you boil water?
Yeah.
Can you cook cereal?
Yeah, I could do basic stuff, rice. I'm great at breakfast though. You want breakfast?
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, but that's a real good question, and for people who always what they want in somebody.
Yeah.
What can you offer as well?
Exactly.
It has to be.
Yeah. A lot of the time is what we want.
Yeah.
But you know,
So-
what are you bringing to the table to that union?
It's funny because, like, in today's culture, they're like, oh, a girl always wants a guy who have his own place. He has a car. He has a this and he has a that. And it's just like, but what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Gina?
So,
How much Gina?
Which the DJ, one of the DJs on the show yesterday. What's his name?
Blue Steel.
And he said something with his family member that her presence, like this.
Which show?
Yesterday,
show?
Mischief. Sunday Mischief.
No, so that was either
I don't know which one. No, I can. Magical
Young,
is on.
Young Blue and Majestic.
Majestic was on. No, Young Blue was. Yes, he was talking at the time, and he said that one of the family member that she will ask a guy to take her out, and she feels like she don't have to pay. Her presence is enough. Yeah. No, she feel that how he was going. She literally feels that she's blessing, and it's like an audition. Like it's like an interview, and to see.
I hear that.
She ain't getting a second date. I can tell you that much.
But I'm saying she. I guess. But there are guys who see that as a challenge and who see.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess she found her lane.
Well, so. What does she have to offer? Like I was trying.
I was gonna ask you that question too. So there's a question that if you ask a guy out to go out and eat, who pays?
You as the woman?
Does she pay, or does he pay?
I think as a man, I think the whole masculinity thing will come in, and a man will want to pay. But if a woman asks me to go out and she offers to pay, my cheap ass is allowing her to pay.
Yeah, the natural thing to do, even if whatever, like you'll just
automatically I will try.
Most of the men who are in my kind of man way, like, all right, I'm the man still. I got this. It's just a man thing in our.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing more in this modern era, like, especially with equality and all these.
I don't want to be equal there. I don't want to be.
I'm seeing a lot of people using that
yes.
as a she think that the argument.
Yeah.
Because it's okay. Like with me and my wife from since the start, it has been anybody got it. Yeah. She got it. Sometimes I got it. We have never she it was just that easy with her. Like she loved taking care of business. She liked it. It was I got it. I got it this time, and I love that. You know what I mean? I really did like nothing. As she had a lot to offer as well. That's what she showed me. Yeah. Even if she was showing me what I didn't mind. No, I got it at the time when I already had it. I could do it.
I got the song that you told me.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't even think it's like that anymore.
Yeah.
I think like women themselves are more willing to. Yeah. I think women is leading that revolution where they're like, if we go, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for it. Like a lot of women back in the day, that's the expectation. Oh, I'm gonna eat this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take me out to eat. Take me out to this. But I notice like a lot of women right now are comfortable with not depending on that. Is it nice if you as the man pay? Yeah, but
Absolutely,
they don't.
yeah.
It's not
That's
the
not
expectation,
yeah.
right? You know, we just going out to have fun and be with each other in each other's company. It doesn't matter who pays for it.
Right.
And I admire stuff like that,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you know, you allow a man to take charge if but it doesn't have to be.
Yes.
You know,
Because
Yes.
you know, I always one of my sister always, and you know, I always regard her as one of the money,
we
right?
know.
But she was like one time to me, she said, because I'm independent, that doesn't mean I don't want you to open my doors.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I don't want
Yes.
you to
Yes.
you know, because I can
To
do
pay.
it.
I know I could pay for it.
Yeah.
But it's nice sometimes. If you just,
yeah. So we take that.
I think I made that statement the other day. Independent doesn't mean that you don't need a man.
Yeah.
It's just that you don't have to depend on that person, you know?
Yes.
Like some women think that, oh, I don't need a man.
Yeah,
I don't
in that
No, I need somebody to take out my trash. I need some. See, and that's another thing with a lot of men these days. Well, in my age bracket, they can't fix shit.
Yeah, well,
No, seriously. If something break, I don't mind if you can afford it. Go get somebody for it. I got it.
I could fix a lot of things around the house.
yeah, you have
Well,
some
we-
things
we
I
know.
can do and some things I can't.
Nah, if you fake it till you make it and it look good, no,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't do the carpentry in here, so
Yeah,
all the
Even that,
We know. We know.
I just
we know.
want to put that.
Right, right,
I did do a
Right.
touch.
Nah, but it's nice to know that
Well,
if my cupboard fall in,
little
you could
things
screw some
you
screws.
would learn and you'll try to, you know. But there are certain things I have no business doing. I'm just telling you straight up. I will do it and you will just have to keep doing it.
No.
You know, I'm telling you.
I put all the TVs on the wall in here. Does that count? Does that count?
But
for
we have,
anything?
it becoming a. I mean, hey.
Listen, now I like the fact that you
Yes.
as my man could do this.
Yes.
And I like the fact that if I pull out my car, you be like,
So.
no. And you trick it into the machine before I can get to it. I love all of that.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Patrick. Hope you're doing the do.
Nah, that's my jack of all trades, man.
Alright, bro. Well, you got that one.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Touching my kill, y'all. Okay.
Shinny, what you think, girl? You get that one? Yeah, man. Listen, everybody have the things that they are great at too.
So let me ask for some quick feedback. The people on Mixcloud, how y'all enjoying it? The people on Facebook, why are you still there? And anybody, if you need to leave any of the video platforms, don't forget GMGT.LIVE. Audio
October
only.
1st is that switch, y'all.
October 1st, we have no idea how Facebook is going to enforce that that new terms that they sent out. Expect a lot less musical shows on Facebook, and that's not just from us, across the board. We don't know if that's Facebook trying to force the music industry to come to them. We don't know what's going to happen, but really and truly, Facebook is saying going forward that if you're streaming music, you're pretty much going to either get blocked or you're going to get shut down. Yesterday, we streamed simultaneously on GMGT and on Trouble in the Morning's page.
Right.
Weird thing happened. When we went and play back the live on Trouble in the Morning's page, every song is muted. Every single song is muted on their recording.
Wow.
On our recording, you can hear it. Because he recorded to their page and he recorded to our page.
Trouble in the Morning, is that his personal page or is it a fan page?
A fan page.
It's
Yeah,
a fan,
a fan page.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So they're doing things and we don't understand fully yet how it's going to affect us. I know for a fact that our stream is being put in less people's timelines.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for the people that made the switch. Just understand that we're not just switching just to annoy y'all.
Yep.
Mixcloud has its challenges and we're gonna get there. But you know, make
what
the
I
switch.
like about Mixcloud too?
Yeah.
When y'all come on in the morning, my little thing come up.
It sends y'all
It's streaming.
Yeah.
GMGT
Yeah, it
is
sends a
streaming.
little notification.
Just
But,
like Facebook, y'all. Just like Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, things I'm telling you, hey, I don't know how this stuff work because I'm telling you, like even I'm watching with artists, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Live, you know, I'm a game, and when you just get hot, you in everybody's feed. Like when you think on you not you in everybody's feed with that 5,000 friends is like you're getting 5,000 of them to look at you for some reason. When you after you die down a little bit is the next one.
Yep.
You know, you're not showing up what with the algorithms and stuff. You just wouldn't
see, and that was the issue that everybody was having is because they changed the algorithm, so you're no longer seeing certain things. And I understand because sometimes you may post 12 o'clock in the morning, and the way it used to be, you literally had to scroll up and you saw the time or the. I get it, so you have to switch it up, but. They switching it up where you can't even see certain things anymore, and it's like, and then, am I still friends with this person?
And then it becomes just the 20 friends they showing 4 or 5 a day, you know, posts and whatever, and you know. So I hope GMGT, I hope Mixcloud is, you know, I'm hoping for the best with Mixcloud. I think it will,
because it's definitely. The platform is definitely for people like ourselves.
It's friendly for us. Yes. Yes.
So where we going next? What we got next?
Well, I mean, if you could lead us up with some
music before we jump into the
you know what? I forget to tell you, and that was my bad. I just wanted you to do like a hits lineup with productions but my bad. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that for your hits, and I'm sorry. I was kind of in the middle of some stuff when I should have been preparing. So my bad on that. I you know. But Hits is responsible for a lot in the game, and I want us to give him that credit. Like, you know, so I'm really anticipating.
Oh, you know what you forgot to speak about today?
What happened?
That Susu situation
in Trinidad.
Yeah, what happened?
So apparently that Susu we discussed on Friday. I heard it was being ran by a big cop, like somebody in one of the higher up hierarchy of the Trinidad
police,
law enforcement, one of the law enforcement agencies, and they said people would be lined up in front of this guy house to collect their money, and it became a thing on social media. So when that money was seized, apparently there were recordings of them discussing among themselves if they should be doing what they were doing. Like, apparently the people that went on the raid, not everybody agreed that the raid was the right thing to do. There is video of one of the officers pocketing some money. They supposedly seized 23 million, but by the time the money made its way to the precinct, it became 18 million. Wow. And like, based on what the Trini friends are saying, they said the distance is literally from about Eastern Parkway and Utica to Eastern Parkway and Empire. Wow. So it's literally, that's like what, a quarter mile? Yeah, a quarter or a half mile if it's that much. Wow. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So when one of the newspapers was about to drop the story, apparently they did some investigative work, and from what I heard, people from that police department that was doing the Susu, they went into the newspaper and literally was taking the papers, the physical papers, because they didn't want the people to get a hold of it based on the story that was about to come out. But obviously, you know, once it goes on the internet,
you can't stop.
They can't stop that. So it's pretty much a mess trying to figure out. But you know, apparently this new magic Susu, where you have to bring two people in. Anybody doing that, you're a dumbass.
And somebody tried to get me a line.
Yes.
I was like,
you are a dumbass.
I did in my good Susu, and I go.
No, but I couldn't believe, like, when she messaged me.
Because why? Somebody got her in. She gave up her money, so now
she had to try.
She got to make back her money.
She realized now getting money back is.
I just answer. Listen, right now, if I can afford to lose it, you know.
Yep.
That's all I'm
yeah. So anybody join that Susu, that two people Susu, you are a nominee for the Isaac Hunt.
Yeah. Somebody close and trying to encourage wife, you know.
Yeah.
Until she comes and thing.
Tell them,
I say,
ask them if they're willing to come on the show and tell me how that math does work.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, let's put that out there.
She swears for it though. Like,
I'm gonna get us to put a post out.
Yeah.
And I want to bring one of the people who's a part of that to discuss why and how that math works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The math is not working out for me.
Yeah. And we'll do the math on air. We'll paper and stuff and we'll work it out.
Put it in the camera.
Yep.
Nah.
Yep.
That's enough for me, dogs.
I don't get it. I mean, but
so I'll draw the little stick figures of people and the money there. Yeah, we'll go through a full analysis, a forensic
accounting situation.
Yeah, we're gonna go deep because I don't understand what math y'all been doing. It's like me telling you, hey, you know what? I have 2 snow ice. I'm gonna give somebody above me, my mother, 2 snow ice, and you gotta give me 2. And for you to get your 2, you have to go and find somebody else to give you 2. And it's just a never-ending circle. But guess what? When I use up the snow ice, right, and somebody's trying to come back and get me now, how is it gonna work? No, it's not in. It's saying you're gonna see it.
I know.
Yeah.
But she tell me, Micah says he said he's in.
Nope.
But you got the new one, right? The email.
Yeah. Let me get it. Yeah.
Just you should lead in the background too if you have the instrumental or something.
Yeah. What you
I'm gonna link him directly and see what he's.
So, you know what? Let me run some music in the meantime, and we're about to have hits on in a few minutes. All right?
Yeah.
man them a ball, go girl, hey, go girl, hey, go girl, hey. So the man them a ball, go girl, hey, go girl, hey, go girl, hey. So the man them a ball, go girl, aye, go girl. Hey, now you're feeling sweet, moving to the beat, girl, turn on the heat, yeah. No they can't compete, they will get the least, so surrender retreat. Me say, them bumper just like Mini Moore, while yours like a Lexus Jeep. So what? When they come in the dance, man, I jump and holler, shout and repeat, go girl, hey, go girl, hey. So the man them a bar, go girl, hey, go girl, hey. So the man them a bar, go girl. So the man them a bar, go girl. Chuck in you dance, hey. When me want you do, come, wave your flag. Come, move your rap. Come, you dance, hey. When I'm go down. Hey, man, it's what up? You know it's all about God, man, it's a style like Dick Jet, but it's a stack of my fire, make my wild, take them to the corner and fire them. Y'all in blow. You want to done them? Yeah, really want to done them? Yeah, man. Go get the gun them. Yeah, man. Fire to burn them. Yeah, man. Let me teach them. Yeah, man. Lyrics go reach them. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Man is low. Some bad mind people see me ripping show. Between me and them, I'm pulling in a lot more glue. I dance around them like heel and toe. Then get the girlfriend to kneel and blow. One shot going to climb to the top of your heart like you be 40 climbing on the Billboard chart. I'm a bad man with no time to talk. Mr. Menace boy, you're not Skylar. You know we can ice it. When the bad boy come, it's only big things. Everybody have some fun, shake your tail. Me girl, Mr. Menace reach. When the fed done, we going up Maracas Beach. Why? Them don't like how Menace does bend and screw. One planners and the full turn black and blue. You see me blade? I'm bringing it for you and your crew. And me afraid to pop off me or make brew. We name Godfathers, counter rock with. Your girl take away number, she just contact with. Friendly me and me niggas who claim to be chiggers. Just can't stop with. Cause man a real bad man. We don't really care where you come from. You black like tar or you bleach like run man. Gunshot park and make a living man turn dead man. Come on a dead man yo. This ain't no boot like bad boy. This is fake and get destroyed. You done them man we enjoy. I tell you enough ammunition. The bad boy gonna employ. Got the bad man. No. Friend I walk. Friendly me and me niggas who claim to be chiggers. They just can't stop. We born. We know.
It's in the building. Andrew, it's in the house. Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning,
Yo,
brother.
Whatever Wi-Fi this man have, we need the hookup.
Yeah.
That video is
the quality.
That quality is like whoa.
That's how the guy does it, though.
Yeah,
That's just how the guy does it.
Wow.
All of that. Hey, listen, I know we would have got the best from this guy. This guy's standard is always high.
Hits, you need to let Flo or one of them give you a contract, brother.
Compared to what we've
proper
got.
ad for them right now.
Yeah. Andrew, hits.
Good morning, good times, blessings, Alma, Russian. You know the scene set.
Yes, sir.
I heard a female voice. Who's that one there?
Consuela.
Good morning, Consuela. I can't just greet the guys and not greet the lady.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I was supposed to greet you first, but I didn't know you was going to be there.
That's all right.
I'm a boy. You set me up.
Yes, sorry, I put my bad. I accept responsibility for that. How you feeling, bro?
You know, I'm feeling great. Great, yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting how should I put this, boy? I'm getting used to making, good things out of adversity.
Right.
And I think I think that's one of the blessings, I put that in quotation, of the this pandemic. Because I mean, everybody in the arts and many industries, tourism, so many different industries, restaurants, a lot of industries are so heavily impacted continuously and ongoing with an indefinite end. Right? So like everybody around the world, this is one unifying time for us because we all going through the same thing.
Yes, sir.
And we all had to adapt and we'll learn and adapt. And I've been taking my time throughout this pandemic to really do that and not look at it as, oh gosh, this and oh gosh, that, and when this go and when that go. But you know what? But all right, I could get this done. I could get that done. Let me try this angle. Okay, this opportunity is available. Let me try that. And just keep it flowing like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, I mean, taking the situation and turning it into a blessing the best I can.
Give us what you had for breakfast now, boy.
I ain't eat breakfast yet, and I get up and take a run.
You get like this?
Took a run. That's what the breakfast was. He took a run.
Yeah.
Wait, all I understand, you see what again this time, 8:30 in the morning. You see the levels that man
The only runs I do this hour is to the bathroom.
No, I got up at 6 actually. I took a run and I came back and did a couple of things. And I was like, instead of trying to eat and I don't want to, eat and then the time come and I still eating or whatnot.
All right.
Yeah, see, let me hold off on the breakfast. So right now, GMGT is breakfast.
Yeah, wow.
You have to learn to multitask. Yeah, a woman will never be mad for you for eating and doing other things at the same time.
Yeah, hey, trust me, I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact.
Yo, well, you just what I call a professional. Like, I follow you. I've been following you for years before all this. I've been like really looking at the way you work, your body of work. Not
thanks,
just
man, thanks.
As I mean, you can get into it, but I'm letting people know. Yes, the producer side, the writer side, the artist side, everything you do in such an exceptional, at a high quality, and I just have to big you up on air live for this. People need to know this brother right here. Like,
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
For real. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
keep doing what you're doing. Because they say this guy always say here, adapt or die.
Yep.
You understand?
That's it. That's what we in.
Yes. And you come here this morning, your Wi-Fi, your video, the clearest I've ever seen. You understand? You're smiling, your locks look like it, everything just look, the studio, I don't have the same speakers as yours, but you just look like in high definition. Mine
Right now I see all hits individual mustache and all of the I seen them individually right
now.
The
grades.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to? You say adapted. What have you been really up to, especially on the music side of things? Hits.
Well, what I've been up to is trying to find trying to adapt to what's going on right now.
Right.
Now, soca, we all know the genre that we primarily in, because I dabble in different genres through different projects. But the genre we're primarily in is soca, right? And soca is 100% dependent on social gatherings, fetes, carnival, festivals. Like, it doesn't thrive in this environment because the music, everything about it is for partying and getting together. Everything about it has been that for many, many, many years.
Right.
And that's why we've always found, like, every so often, one song that had a more open or broader topic or broader appeal would jump out and do something. And then we were like, oh yeah, this is a moment for soca. But then a lot of it just went so concentrated back to the festival and the aspects of the festival, like the competitions, the road march, etc. Right? And so that being said, we've seen, like, not just myself, but a lot of the colleagues I've spoken to, we've seen that high drop off in terms of the attention and the traction and the growth that soca was getting prior to this time. And so the journey now, for me specifically, is to find an incarnation of the genre that can appeal to people being home as well. Like, how people would listen to dancehall records, even if they're in the kitchen cooking, and then they just get so excited about it that they had to be, even if they're in the underwear, they're whining and they're getting on, and they had to show that up on a live or whatever, or show that up on their feed, post it, whatever. But it appeals to them outside of the dance hall, outside of the event,
outside of the club,
outside of the club, right? And so that to me has been my challenge, or the challenge I've given myself during this time, to like just dig deep, search, find the different topics, find the tempo, find the rhythm, the rhythmic patterns, find whatever can be infectious and contagious enough to be able to thrive, even though we don't have the events happening and the carnivals happening.
Right.
So that's been my mission thus far, and I mean it's still ongoing. It's research and development.
So I can tell that. I feel like I don't know if maybe a song a day or a song I don't know how you do it. It look like you go in. You look like you really like this is what you do. Like you create hits not just for yourself. You know what I mean? You've been a part of some really good work. You know what I mean?
Over the years,
I mean, can you let's hit back there. Just can you name? There was this one time I saw you in a performance. And you made a list of songs, like while you're performing, you just let the DJ push out some of the songs.
Some of the songs I produced, yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even realize you. So could you just give us a list of some of the work you have on the producer side of things?
Well, it's a long list.
Yeah, I know.
I really need to start walking with this list.
Yeah, but, people need to know that.
I've been doing this professionally before I even get into the list. I've been doing this, and I want to make sure and state this on the record, because a lot of people think only Trinidadian or even maybe like a couple of soca artists around the region can make this into a profitable career.
Right.
But as a producer and a songwriter, well, okay, Bajan and Trini songwriters and producers do it as well. But as a producer and songwriter coming out of Grenada, I was able to do this as a career for the last 12, 13 years. Literally, this is not like I go to work and I come back and I create.
Right.
This is what I do.
Right.
Every day I get up, I create, I try and create new ideas, I create new rhythms, whatever it is. Get up every day and, 6 days a week, somewhere around there, and try and create ideas and create new projects and keep it going. And that's been my career for this time. Right. So that being said, going into the track record now, I think I could start from even Grenada, 2007. Lava Man had a song, do ting.
Yeah.
Man, that girl and keep whining.
I remember that.
That was me. Then I went to Trinidad that year. A couple years later, linked up with Blacks and Iowa George in the studio. Denise Belfort, I did Tanti Woy for Blacks. Tanti Woy, I can't miss Juve morning. I want to get out the hand and carry on. Dance on the gully. That was Denise Belfort. Then I did Come to Me for Iowa George.
That rhythm was called the Duduts, right?
Now the Swahili rhythm. There was Swahili. And in Denise Belfont song, there was a part where it went bidi dudup. And that was a vibe. Yes. So that was the Swahili rhythm. And the same year with the Swahili rhythm was the first time that me and Iowa George collaborated, and that was Come to Me. Trini people that say come to me. Oh yeah, yo. And
I know you did Marshall
we ended
too,
up getting second place in Soca Monarch that year. I say we because that song was a whole story. I think I told Alma already. I'm not sure, but that's a story for next time. But that song came out of some constructive headbutting. Right. And then the following year we did If You Know They Rob Me Last Year, Put Your Two Hand in the Air, Jambalasi. Right. I'm singing it because I can't remember the name right now. I just remember the intro.
Feel No Pain, I think.
Yes, Feel No Pain, Iowa George. Good. Then the next year, that same year when we did that, I worked with Marshall for the first time. We did a song called Reveling. And then the year after that, me and Marshall, we did, Witch Doctor. Right. We recorded Witch Doctor with a colleague of mine in Trinidad. Yeah. And the list goes on. Going through the years, I did Press a Button with Cohen Dubois. Did Trinidadian with Kes the Band, a couple songs with Kes the Band, a couple songs with Destra, Patrice Roberts. Across the board, Talpree, we did Jab All Over. Jab All Over. Oil, Oil and Liquor. Right? And we come through the years. And what I've done is try to constantly create and at least have one impactful song per season. And I don't really do the whole bulk thing where I throw out a set of rhythms. At a point in time, I had stopped doing rhythms until the Controversy rhythm last year, which it turned into something special.
That rhythm was one. Well, the two rhythms, not just.
Oh yeah, and the song with the next one with Boise and Lava,
Stupid Man.
Yeah. Stupid Man and I Am Us.
Yes, and I Am Us. Yo, listen, that was that. Trust me, I mean, the work. You know, one of the songs that I always go back. I always thought it was Von alone.
Oh yeah, rhythm.
Yeah.
When she got the rhythm, she bump and describing how she feeling.
I'm feeling good.
And I love that song, but I always thought it was just Von at the time, back before that.
At the time. Lot of people thought that too, It happened that way in part because he was the one getting all the bookings and he would go and perform the song.
Right.
But that's a song that me and him did together. That's the first time we worked together.
Right.
On a project,
So
and it came out really fun. It was really fun.
So now that we got that producer that right inside with all his work, now hits the artist.
Yes, Hits the artist.
No.
And Hits has been an evolution over the years.
Yes.
Because Hits started off on stage in back in school days.
Oh yeah, but
I thought it was us in studio now. I'm like, what the hell?
Everything is in high definition with this. The one going on with the sound.
I about to tell all this Carnival Tuesday and the truck ready to go.
That's a banker. That's a bungee guy. That's a banker already. Yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I was saying, everything with Hits has been an evolution over the years. So Hits started off in school days. We did a talent search competition. That's how we got into the studio with the late great Dr. Trevor Friday. Then when I got to Trinidad in 2007, I ended up as a member of the band, the Roy Cape All Stars.
Right.
And started working with Black Solar Tunji and Trini Jacobs at the time, as well as I worked in studio with my then mentor Martin Mice Raymond, who was the premier master in engineer in Trinidad and Tobago. And so I went from doing my thing with my friends on stage to developing the production side of things. Then when I got to Trinidad, I got the opportunity to more develop the writing side of things, as well as the engineering side of things. And I went through that with the band for years, traveling with them and performing and whatnot. And well, I didn't perform as a frontline artist. I did what people in the industry knows as MPC, or now APC, Ableton, right? So I did that with the band for several years, about 6 or so years. And then I went back into production and songwriting full time because I was doing both of them, juggling the two. Then when I left the band, I went into that full time and came full circle back to, the longing for being the artist and wanting to perform my own music and, there was something, because when I left the band, there was something about that live being on stage energy that I missed. Because in the band, I would ever so often I would get to, come out front and perform a song or perform part of a song, just as, part of the dynamic of the performance. And that energy, that vibe is something that you can't recreate in a studio.
I know.
So after being in studio so long, I kind of needed that, that inspiration and that exchange of energy with the crowd and the mic and your song system and that vibe, So that helped propel the movement back to being the artist. And over the years, from about 2015 comeback, we can see that, I really kept pushing harder and pushing harder and pushing harder into that realm. And 2019 was a nice culmination of the years prior and the growth to, getting to a certain point.
Yes, sir. I see that. Remember that year. But let me go back. I want to put you on a spot with challenges you face with right? And I noticed there was one year, a little bit of frustration was let out on the stage with you as semi-finalists. I think. And to me, I thought it was the lack of respect given to you as an artist at the time. I don't know if that was what it was, but how do you feel like you are getting to where you want to be as an artist? And that moment, was it anything to do with lack of, what was it at that time? I don't know if you all follow him, and I follow you before, and I noticed that you got angry on the stage. In a semi-finals about 2018 or something, or somewhere around the time. And
what that was, right? Because I remember that because I remember you came backstage and you asked me, why it is you were so angry and that energy. You had that energy on stage that year.
Yeah.
At that particular time, I felt like I needed to vent.
Right.
I mean, we don't all have perfect moments all the time, but in that moment, I felt like I needed to vent. And part of why I wanted to vent was because this culture that we have, not just in the Caribbean, it's around the world, but it's very much apparent here in the Caribbean and in Grenada. There's a culture where we don't support, I don't even just want to say our own, but we don't even support our family members or our friends sometimes in when they want to do something that is out of what would be considered the norm. Like if you didn't go to school and study accounts and decide you want to work in a bank, or you study some sciences and decide you want to go into the medical field, or if there's certain fields that if you didn't try to go into that, and where you can work an 8 to 4 on a daily basis, people don't believe in it, and not just don't believe, but they try to discourage talented people in going into these areas. And you see that on a regular basis, people with amazing talents that can do well and do great and earn tremendously don't even try because they're always being discouraged. And to me, I'm a living example of beating the odds, because in 2007 when I left Grenada and went to Trinidad, no one could have told me that this would have been my journey, and I could sit here today and say I've been doing music on a daily basis for so many years, consistently, right? I've been able, I buy vehicle, I do all kind of things. I start building house, all kind of thing off of just my career and my career choice. And on top of the monetary gains and the things I've able to achieve in my life, I have this blessing of waking up every day doing something I love to do.
Wow. Yes.
I'm not going to a job feeling like, this is a drag. When 4 o'clock will come. I go to sleep at night looking forward to waking up the next morning because I want to try this. I want to try that. I have this idea. I'll wake up in the middle of my sleep and I pull out my pen and paper. Well, right now it's iPad or phone. And jot down an idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at that moment, it's like I was hearing some talk because I was having some vocal issues. Like I didn't have the knowledge to know that dairy would affect me so tremendously. So there was I did a couple of performances and my voice would break and stuff like that, and I would be struggling to get the breath, and I'm like, why can't I execute the song the way I knew? And obviously no one else would know that there's this mechanical issue happening, or biological issue, happening with me. And I suffer from sinusitis and whatnot. I've since learned how to navigate it and deal with it, so I can better perform on a consistent basis. But at the time, I was having some issues like that, and I was trying to figure it out. And I felt like instead of, getting encouraging words or whatnot, people was like, "Oh, stick to songwriting, stick to producing." And to me, I was told, when I said in the earlies, "Oh, I want to produce music," people were like, "Ha ha 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 ha!" They laughed. And I remember this one incident. I went to, I think I went to pay a bill somewhere. I can't remember where it was. And I ended up in conversation with a woman there. And she asked me sometimes when they fill out this form, they ask you your occupation.
Right.
And when she asked me what my occupation, she said, I answered and I said, I'm a music producer. And she literally laughed. Wow. And then the next comment she made was, "Oh, next thing you'll tell me is you work with Marshall." And years later, I worked with Marshall and several times.
Right.
So,
the
thing is, thinking about these situations, like if I had not been so gung-ho and resilient about it, then I would never have achieved. And that was another one of those moments where I felt like I know what I can do. I'm going through personal issues right now that is not allowing me to perform the way I need to. But at the end of the day, I will take the bad. I will come out here. If my voice break, it break. This is something I love to do. If I had a bad performance, I had a bad performance. A lot of people had bad performances. Oprah Winfrey was fired from TV. And look at the impact she did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not afraid of that. And in that moment, I just had to let it off my chest. And to me, I got it off my chest, and I was happy after that.
That's the reason I asked you, just to not say it just happened. Or like I wanted to. It was just more than that happening on stage. Like,
yes, it was more than that moment.
So that's what I wanted you to see. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
people in those moments. Because what I want to get to as you, let's say you're not the biggest name in Grenada. Let me put it like that in this soca.
Oh yeah, that's
right. But I see you on the business side of handling yourself in such a way that the career you have right now, it is better than most, even of the big name.
It's a blueprint.
Yes. What you actually do, and even learning from, I always ask, I always reach out to him.
Of course.
How he handles himself business wise, everything, the whole works. He don't just do stuff. You don't just do for doing its sake. You have a plan, you have a mission. You always like, okay, what's the purpose for this? What releasing this? I overthink a lot, but he overthink and execute. You understand? He does it.
Yeah.
He really like. So I want like it just give that to other artists to let us know it's not just about okay, don't just write a song and that's it. Let formulate a plan in putting out this song and getting it to publish and doing all the other side of it. Everything with you when you put out the song is a whole like it's a whole professional thing with you. You don't just put out music. So I want other artists to take that example from you because you actually making money off of this in a way to take care of yourself. A lot of artists is not only if he get shows, that's it. Nothing else, but you still constantly with your writing, with your royalties, with your the way you set up all these other businesses, so I want to make people aware of that, and for you to also let us. There is an artist here in the building. I want her to come. I want to do something for her because she's special. Come here to see this artist. She's special. She different with it.
I ain't seen y'all right now.
You seen yourself. You seen yourself. But listen to her. Shakira.
So let them sort it out. Let them sort it out. I want to see her.
Yeah. You had it.
Whatever views in the program.
Yeah,
is what
I want her to know that.
Good morning, hits. Good morning.
Yeah,
good morning. There we go.
Yeah, she got in the game, but she's talented enough that she just got in. But I want her to do it good from start. Like, so talk to her like if this is somebody up and coming wants to, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
with the headphone, Hold on. So you can listen to him. Okay. Hold on. You can't split. You should go over on the other side.
Yeah, let me go on the other side.
All right. Yeah, definitely. I want to. There's a lot of up and coming artists that really needs to hear the way, especially from jump. Don't wait
from jump.
Yeah, from jump. You understand?
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of talk to her in that way, like of understanding the whole. We go a lecture over time, right? I mean, knowledge here. Yeah. All right, yeah, she's on. Yes.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, so
check my mic on.
From jump, right?
Yeah.
You hearing me, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, good. So from jump, the main thing is that you have to condition your mind. It's going to be very, very uncomfortable.
Hold on 1 second. You not hearing? Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so saying from jump, you have to condition your mind. It's going to be very uncomfortable and take a lot of resilience. It's not going to come easy. And there's two parts, the music and the business. It's called music business for a reason. If you don't take care of your business, then you'll find yourself broke every year or broke at the end of whatever career you create. There's a lot of people that get even one song, I shouldn't say even, one song makes the difference in most artists' cases. Some are blessed to be able to consistently follow up.
Yes.
Because they have the right team in place, searching for songs, searching for producers, searching for engineers. They have so they can always find like great music to put out. But one song, in many cases, can make the difference in someone's life.
Right.
You can turn you into a millionaire.
Yeah.
As well as you can have that one song, get all the hype of it, and as soon as the hype done, you're done. And that's it.
Because you're in the right way.
Because you never focus on the business. You always have somebody focused on the business side of it. Is you have to own your masters. Did you when you worked with a producer, does he own the master or do you own the master? Did you pay for your production? Because if you didn't pay for your production, then automatically the producer is the one who paid for everything.
Yes.
He's the one that put his time into the work. He might have paid background vocalists. He might have paid engineers. He might paid for mixing and mastering. And if he did that by law, whoever spends the money on the record is the one who owns the masters. And if you own the masters for your record and your song gets, let's just say, 50 million views on YouTube and 50 million streams, or even 10 million streams on Spotify and the different social platforms, then you ain't seeing nothing from that money. If you let's say have a successful song and you don't have a PRO, a performing rights organization, you didn't sign with a performing rights organization to collect royalties from radio play and public performance, like if it's played in a event, like even a restaurant or a festival or a club. If you didn't let's say you wrote the song or you wrote it with some people and that discussion wasn't had, and everyone say, well, okay, you get 10%, I get 20%, I get this percent, then there's another area where there's money out there that is not coming to you. Also, there's a situation where, let's say, like for example, I had this song Whistle and Work that got picked up by Zumba, which is a worldwide platform. And because I own my publishing, because I own my masters, I was able to reap the benefits of that agreement, of that deal.
Wow.
Right? Wow. And so and there's so many different things. There's so many ways you can find get publishing.
Right.
Agreements happening. There's people license music for all kinds of things. They license music for movies, for video games, for television series. They license music for podcasts. They license music for so many different things. And if you don't have your business in place, then you're never going to see that money. Right. And chances are somebody else who might have the business in place. I don't want to say as a representative of you, but there are situations where people have take that business just so that they could collect, and the artists don't even have a clue. Right. Sometimes it's somebody close to them who knows better than they do, and they collecting and you doing all the work. You know what I mean? So the music business, publishing, masters, songwriting, copyrights, there's a lot of information there that you have to be aware of, and even better yet, you have to be able to collaborate with a team. You need an entertainment lawyer. When things get big, in the earlies, you don't really need a team. You just need to get your name there. But once you see you start getting attention and you start getting bookings and whatnot, and people want to book you, then you need a booking agent, someone who understands that language and the conversations there. Right. You need a manager, someone who understands how to manage your team, right? So a business manager, I should say specifically, so they can say, well, all right, you're earning X amount of money. This money needs to be divided up into this. You need a DJ. The DJ has to get paid this. You need dancers. The dancers got to pay this. Your booking agent has to get 10% for getting you this gig here, there, whatever. According to what you would need, like I just said, DJs, dancers, according to where you're performing. Right. You would need someone to wardrobe you. But you may need a publicist who can get you onto the different interviews on different radio stations, or get you a placement in a magazine like Caribbean Beats on Caribbean Airlines. Right. You know, there's so many different specialized areas that surrounds an artist. When you look at like Marshall Montano or Kes the Band, their teams are huge because they're racking money on a scale of millions a year. Right? And it wasn't always that. It started off small, but the point is, you can't start off small unless you have that vision for grandeur. If you don't have that vision to get there and make it big and start earning, you won't. If you're just on, I want to put out a tune and it playing on the radio, hey, I get hype, I pick up 2 girls, or in the case of a woman, I pick up 2 man, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's all you in it for. Then you die. Yeah. You can't just be all about the music. You have to be aware of and interested in the business side of it and align yourself with people that can put you in places. Right. So I will speak on me specifically, like on the business side, because I met, through traveling with Marshall, I met this guy called DJ Buddha. He used to be Pitbull's road DJ, and he produces for Pitbull. And he signed me to a production agreement. So I work as a part of his team. And through that, I got to work on projects that had names attached to it, like Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony, and I ended up in the Bahamas for a week, like a couple of years ago, working with the Bahamen. And so you got to have a team in place, but at the same time, you can't have a team in place when there's nothing for the team to work on.
Right.
So the music is a major part. You must have the music popping, but once the music started pop, you have to start thinking the business side.
Boom.
All right, I need to sign up with a PRO, get my copyrights. I need to make sure I own my masters. So I need to work out an agreement with my producer. I'm going to pay you XYZ. You can get a percentage of the master or whatever, but I own the majority. And these deals, you have to have people who know about these things so they can work this out.
Right.
If an artist comes into the studio with me and they can't understand those languages, then it's on my good nature if I can explain some of these things. And even some of these things I'm talking about, I don't know it on the I know like 10 or 15% of what it is.
Right. But you have people
like
Let me
right,
ask a
the
question.
entertainment lawyer will
hold on a
handle
second.
a lot of these contracts. Even though I would read through it, they would be able to point out language that will tell me, all right, you see this language here, this is kind of sketchy language because that could mean X, Y, Z. And the way they worded this, yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on 1 second. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hits. The question I'm always asking is for the people that don't know, who's there to mentor them? Like, who's taking charge? Who's saying, hey guys, this is a new approach to doing the business? Because you have that information, you're willing to share it. Other artists may have that information and may not be willing to share it. So what mechanism can we put in place to ensure that everybody at least have a crash course in such things? What is, let's say, the Ministry of Culture, and even if it's not government, what is the private sector, even the artists themselves?
Who do we go to?
Coming together and say, well, let's make this or let's figure this out, because look, the lockdown teached us a lesson that shows may not always be there, but how do we continue to get paid? I thought that would be a lesson.
Yeah, well, right now I'm in the middle of, it's really hush-hush, but I'm in the middle of putting together, I already started a company with a couple of colleagues, Carvel and Randall, a couple of years ago, called Perfect, the Performance Factory.
Yeah.
And part of our initiative, we're a private organization, and part of what we want to do is get artists exposed to the many different things that they need to know. Right. We started off by doing a vocal training course with a Trinidadian vocal trainer to get artists to understand that this is a technique-based something. It's not just because you have an ear and you can hit certain notes and whatnot, or people respond to you when you sing, that means everything. And I always give this explanation of, look, last night or I prefer to talk about the night before because last night was Heat and Celtics, but LeBron James, great basketballer, has several coaches in practice and on the court during a game. Several coaches. The footballers, whether it's NFL or soccer, have several coaches, and they make millions of dollars, and they have several coaches. Right, but for some reason, artists feel like if you use the word vocal coach, they feel like it's an offense. No, you need to refine your skill. You need to get to that. You need to get to that next level. And you can't just get to that next level on your own. This is why they say teamwork makes the dream work. On the sports I just mentioned, even if we go back to artists, Marshall Montano has a team of several people, including coaches. A publicist, people to wardrobe him, people to find him business in different areas. That's why he can expand so much. You understand? This is a team effort. So you have to be, you have to have those stuff. So going back to your question, I'm putting the part of what we're doing, we're trying to create the infrastructure so that there is a place for artists and talent, not just artists, but dancers, just people in the arts and talented people to be able to get access to the said information. And even the information I don't have, I know people that have it.
Right.
So I would know an entertainment lawyer that can give you more in-depth information on publishing and how it works.
Right.
I would know master and engineer who would be able to give, let's say, young producers more information on why mastering is necessary, or why you are having the correct room to mix in is necessary to getting a great product. You know, so I have access to these people, and I'm trying to create that platform and that infrastructure to allow that access to be readily available for anyone who wants it. But go ahead.
Let me ask another question too. In terms of radio, would we ever see in the Caribbean where radio stations starts paying royalties? Because I think that's a source of income that a lot of the artists...
Trinidad, St. Lucia...
Some stations, some countries are doing it, and more are getting on, or more are doing it.
Right.
Because you're seeing like Echo has a hold in some of the smaller islands.
Right.
Collects for Trinidad. Barbados has their collection agency.
Right.
So they and within their territories they try to get, you know, put things in place, legislature from a government perspective, to make sure that, to mandate that radio stations pay these royalties. And so these things, we're in a place where, or we're in a time where there's progress happening on that front.
Okay, good.
Right. So, but even still with that, part of the thought process has to be that you need to penetrate bigger markets.
Right.
Because let's use Grenada for example. That's only 110,000 people, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that ain't gonna pay you much.
That ain't gonna exactly. No matter how much, no matter how much the stations play music, like the reach is not, so much. So you gotta start thinking about how you can penetrate different markets and how you can get your music into different places. And a lot of the times, what I've noticed is that it's not necessarily that you don't have the music, you know. Is that you just don't have the personnel that can get you there. Sometimes you just don't have that person that can pass it to the right, the right program director in the right station in the right country. And so these are things that you got to seek out infrastructure wise. Because as I mentioned, going back to same Whistle and Work with the Zumba situation. Zumba, Whistle and Work did not pick up in Grenada that.
But I saw it
and part of it was because of the controversy rhythm. Like that came out and people just was all calling him a go whistle, and that was it. And then I Am Mass and I was like, they just went on that. But because my team, is so diverse, and we were able to get into that whole Zumba thing, Whistle and Work has been playing like crazy streaming like crazy in over 100 countries around the world. I'm looking at my stuff. Like I'm looking at my Apple Music profile, and I'm seeing how many plays in Japan, in Turkey, in the Middle East. And I'm looking at, like, right now, Japan has my second highest streams worldwide. And I'm like, Japan? You know what I'm saying? And it's not like other artists don't have music that can have that success as well. But in a lot of cases, people are waiting on that luck and chance. Like the right person just happened to hear it and reached out and took it and did something with it. Whereas you got to put yourself in position to win. You know what I mean?
So here, Anna, I want to you drop some new music. We talk a lot. We're going to talk some more. But what you give out, the information you give was really important. Like,
trust me, I took notes.
I know. I asked for her, but I was taking it. I was also paying close attention. But I want to. You did a new song.
Yeah, with J.Del.
With J.Del.
Yeah,
and I want
Midnight Bliss.
Midnight Bliss, and I want us to get a chance to listen here on the show, all right? So we'll go into before we'll go into that. Yeah, you want queued up? All right, so just give us a little introduce the song Midnight Bliss. Before we jump.
All right, so y'all remember in the start, he asked me what I'm up to, and I said I'm trying to find that sound or that new direction that can be appealing outside of the feds. So this is one of the first examples of searching for it, and we really love it. This is myself, Hits, and J.Del out of Trinidad and Tobago. It's called Midnight Bliss. It's a little bit on the raunchy side, so this is the time to tell your kids go and do their homework. Let's go.
When you gonna come over, see what I can do?
I love it when you whine like this. I love it when you. You see them kind of songs. So for me, all you know how I like to get on. All you know how I like them ladies and them. You know that it's knowing they could get. I feel you could soca could be on this level and take off. This is a. I still consider this soca, and yet it still have that what that pop feel that you know what I mean whatever what they call it now, the tropical.
Oh, I don't know.
What they been saying? What they trying to claim it as? Yeah, and all. You can listen to in any. You could lay back, listen to this. Them kind of music there, and you can still dance in the club with it when time for the clubs to come. So I see where you're going. I understand.
Think about a few other things you could do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Definitely. But I understand where you are going with this.
Set the mood.
Yes.
Yep.
And tell Jidel.
Jidel is hella sexy.
Oh, good. So we
strategic collaboration. Strategic collaboration.
Yeah. I tell you, the guy always thinking, but he executes. It's not just,
What school you went to?
GBSS.
Okay, I think I knew you from GBSS. You know? Because you are one of my homeboys is real good friends. I'm Kimani.
Oh yeah. That's my boy.
Me and Kimani went to PBC together. So yeah.
Straight.
The better
we grew up playing fans together.
The better school in Grenada, I might add.
I feel sorry for him.
No. I could give them that. No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I will.
Do not.
I will be honest. Hear why.
I want to hear why. I'm stopping you.
Hear why.
Don't do that. That's blasphemy. You're coming here.
Hear why. Since Ashby go.
Hold on. Just say another word yet. Hold on. Let me plug back in.
It's you lose all DBSS rights and privileges. Go back to BBC.
No, I ain't lose it. Hear why. Why.
Okay.
You have to be real and honest sometimes. Sometimes you have to be introspective. The best friend is the one that tells you when things not right.
There are times you need to
Your
lie.
best friend is the
there
one
are
that tells you
times
when
you need
things
to
not
just lie. Well, we know when Ashby in. We know the things
since Ashby leave, things are taking a change. There's been a change. He's key to me is the greatest principal that Grenada ever see.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So I mean. But next time, please, just lie.
Just lie.
Just lie. I almost got an interview. I almost got it. But it's okay.
Nah,
Is
but
you?
GBSS for life.
Yeah. GBSS man giving hits, creating hits, doing great.
Definitely.
Hey, but Alma. Keep in mind, GBSS men does do a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all that.
Yeah.
I'm not. There are a lot of creatives that came out of GBSS and is doing a lot of great things.
Yeah.
I don't take that from y'all.
So we expect. Go, sorry.
I'm giving him back the favor. You know, I'm being introspective and saying,
I know. Anyway, but so we expecting more music like this, at least for the short.
Well, it's this one is a lot more, bedroom.
Yes.
But I'm sticking in this direction in the sense of the appeal. Like you were mentioning, you heard off the bat that it can be appealing to not just the core diehard soca fans who like the regular soca, how it is with the vibe and you can see this up in a fat whining low and jumping up.
We will never lose that. We will never lose that side.
We never lose that. But at the same time, we always have to be, open to experimentation and finding songs that can be, appealing to people and pull people into our genre from other places just because this one had a flavor that they could appeal, that they could, relate to.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna keep experimenting, but I have the diehard soca fans music waiting for them.
But I still feel like we says this, but I still feel like this is soca. You understand?
No, it is.
You understand? It's not like because in a sense, like for instance, I ain't dissing dancehall or anything, but the dancehall has changed. You know, it like completely like one side to the next, like where we been. Soca still that you still can't get over that. It still have, no matter whether it's slow, it fast, you still have that natural soca sound, calypso vibe in it from, you know, we still have that, regardless of if the chords change, we're using more synthesizers now, we're using more of those, you know, but we still have that basic, that back to that, you know, back to the element basics.
Yeah, that roots.
Yeah, that roots is still there. So I like what you do with this one. I really do love what, you know, and I know you have some other work to come to, and that, you know, me and you we always share music and stuff, and
yeah, man.
I'm a diehard fan. I'm a fan of his. You know?
So let me ask. It seems like you've been in music a long time, because you said you used to play pan back in the day. Like, at what point did you decide, like, hey, you know what, music is gonna be where I'm going? And what did you do before music? Like straight out of GBSS or college? What was the game plan, and how did it turn into music?
Well, what happened is I've been in music all my life. Like from 6 years old, I was playing recorder. Then I started playing pan at 10. I'll never forget the first panorama I played in. I wouldn't say the year, so you can't carbon date me. But the first panorama I played in, they had me on 2 coke cases because I was too short to reach the pan. So I had to climb up on my coke cases, and I right there in front, and I played my double tenor. And and I just kind of went through music over the years from one thing to the next. And so Pan gave me a lot of the basics in music, because they would teach us music. They would teach us some music theory as well. And when I got into GBSS, I started playing in the drum corps as well. So that Pan and drum corps rooted me in terms of rhythm, drums, percussion, that percussive nature of things. And getting into Trinidad and working with Roy Keep All Stars, that opened my mind to even more music, because I would be there when they arranging the brass, see which notes they would give to the trombone, which notes they would give to the trumpet, the sax, and how the bass man would play with the drummer, how the guitarist would play with the bass, how the keyboardist would play, and how the musical director would, you know, coordinate all of this magic with the singers and whatnot, how everybody would, you know, converse. And so when I was about when I was in secondary school, just about to do CXC, is when I decided, you know what, music is what I want to do. And I'll be honest with you, that happened the first term of my CXC year, and it took a heroic effort from my girlfriend at the time and my mom's to get me to make sure and do, you know, finish it and do that CXC, because at that point in time I kind of just had this light bulb that went off, like, yeah, I want to do music. And I almost lost it for a second there, but they made sure I did it, and I went through and I got through with my subjects and whatnot. And to this day, people keep laughing at me, because in the sense of, like, not in a bad way, but in the sense of, I did so many subjects and I got them. I could have done anything else, but I chose to do music. And music was not something that was offered at CXC or on any kind of institutional level in my life. It was always the thing I did after school, you know? And lo and behold, it turned out to be the thing that I'm doing as my career.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, and so just, you know, we know over time, but people may want to reach out to you now, especially in these times. I know you like hands-on working with artists in studio, for instance.
Yeah.
But then you also deal with others, like you know how Kes would want to do something. You know how Marshall would want something, you know, so you could sit down and come up with ideas and do. But how would, right now, a random artist wants to work with hits, do you pick and choose? What's your process in that whole, like, if, you know, get into?
Well, I always pick and choose from the basis of the song. I don't really necessarily cater. I don't have a preference in terms of artist. Once you can execute the song that is chosen, then I'm fine. But I'm always on this song. Like, this is my thing. There's, throughout the years, I've noticed a common thing that a lot of people say, even artists, even successful artists, they say that, oh, you could never tell what is a hit. You could never tell what will be the next hit song, which is factual. But however, as a music producer, our job is to find the hit song. So you could never go into it or go into a situation with an artist thinking, okay, I don't know if this is going to work. You have to have that mindset of, all right, let's choose through your songs. Okay, based on the knowledge I've developed through the years, this song has the most potential. We can do the most with this song. This song can be the one for you. A producer's job has to be to find it, and great producers find it consistently.
Definitely.
And I ain't really tooting my own horn, but I'm just saying that is part of it. You know what I mean?
It's okay.
So you gotta research, and you gotta make sure you understand where things are. Because the music that was accepted 2 years ago, we'll still play it. But if you try and do a song that feels that dated now and release it now in the times now, it's different. Right?
Definitely.
So you have to keep evolving with the times. You have to keep evolving and adjusting to. There was one point in time when Trinidad had 160 BPM coming out right through. For soca. They're killing it.
Right.
Killing it. No, they drop all the way down to 100.
100.
And 100, 105, 110, 120. And for a couple of years now, they're just murdering it in that BPM because times and things have changed.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Too much all-inclusive fete in Trinidad.
It's not too much all-inclusive fete, it was the fact that the ground fetes died. There was too much violence and all, like the fire fete and the wassa fete and all these rooted ground fetes that the people from the Beatum and Labantil and all these people could come in and just get on wild and mad. Those fetes died. And it was only the all-inclusive fete where people paying 1,200 and a 2,000 and a 4,000 TT to go in, and they come with their heels and they want to, look pretty and thing and take video and because that culture changed, things changed to suit it. And that is all part of it. You always have to be alert and see where things are going and aware.
Adapt or die.
Adapt or die. So just saying that to say, when it comes to working with an artist, it all depends on the song. Once I think you came to me with a song that I believe has the potential to work when you want to release it, if it's now or 6 months from now, then I would consider working. And working remotely is the thing now. That's nothing new. I've been getting vocals from Amsterdam and getting drums from Brazil and having to put them together and being on conference calls, discussing what we want to do, etc.
Wow. So let the people know where they can find hits.
So you can find hits on @AndrewHitsPhilip everywhere. That's AndrewHitsPhilip on all social media platforms. Or you can go to the Big Truck Coming. The Big Truck Coming. Hey.
And all
hits is living around a corner.
I will tell you what happened. They block a road, right? Where I am is normally quiet. But some road construction happening, and this is a detour. So every day, this is my pain these days. But so you can find me. There's a website that's up that you can still get content information from. That's www.andrewhitsphilip.com. That's the same AndrewHitsPhilip.com.
Good. Yes. Sometimes you have to spell your name and you're stuttering.
Well, I get you sitting there. I have to make sure people know it's a Z and not a S.
Yes.
And two L's in the Philip.
Any last words anybody want to shout out? Anything you want to...
last words. DJ Buddha, Therapist Music, Perfect, the Performance Factory, Kim, Hot Flex Promotions, yourself, the whole team at GMGT. Big up every single time, and everybody support the music, not just me, but all the artists. Because soca artists feeling it right now. We do have festa performing, but the music's still out there. You can stream it, you can buy it, and share it with people. The more you share it, the better it is for everybody.
And I want you to do me a favor. Download GMGT.LIVE on the Mixcloud. We on Mixcloud. This is where we're trying to push it for us now. Your Facebook call GMGT.LIVE, but we want you to go to and download the Mixcloud app and follow GMGT.LIVE.
GMGT.LIVE.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. Midnight Bliss is available everywhere. Don't forget it. Midnight Bliss hits featuring JDL. If you haven't heard it, go look for it. Stream it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever. Go find it. Support the music.
I think later I want somebody to tell me that
we need a drop hits. We need a drop. So
man.
Send us something. I'm gonna have Curtin discuss that with you. But
Definitely. Man, say less. You're getting that easy.
All right.
Thank you, brother, for being with us.
GBSS fellas good for something. Y'all not too bad.
Yo, bro, thanks for being with us. Thanks for sharing the knowledge.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much again. So well, we have the next half coming up on Wednesday, just to let everybody know.
JDL will be there.
JDL will be there. Also, we're gonna promote this song again. We're gonna pushing it. Love it, Tony. Midnight Bliss. Okay, midnight. So tonight, midnight. Well, thanks for right, bro. All right, thank you. So you know. But thank you again, bro. All right, we appreciate you being here with us, and big up to yourself as usual. Continue the great work. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. And I know I take a lot of time, but yeah.
No. We love when we get actually quality from the time. Not just it's not about that, but time. It was well needed.
Definitely well needed.
Yeah.
So
thank you, man.
Blessings.
All right, hits. Take it easy, bro.
All right.
When you gonna come over, see what I can do? Let me give you all that I got for you. Been a long, long, long time coming, and you know, deep down you've been waiting for this too. Oh, you move your body and tease it. Long time you give me a reason. Move your body some reason. I must be dreaming about your morning screaming. Your heavy breathing. Now why you give me the preview? So tell me what you want to hear. I love it when you whine like this. Love how you whine like this, yeah. When you whine like this, love how you whine like this, yeah. When you whine like this, when you whine like this, it's a midnight bliss, yeah, midnight bliss.
Come and take me there, show me what you do.
Yesterday's hit, today's hit, tomorrow's hits. Good music, good times. All hits, day.
When you gonna come over, see what I can do?
Smarty, GMGT. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
Been a long, long time coming, and you know, deep down you've been waiting for this too. Oh, you move your body and tease it.
Good music, good times.